He's not hard.
Yeah. Well, it's I don't know. I wish it wasn't so. I wish the edges were a little more polished. It wasn't just so difficult to. There was like a bit of a spectrum, a bit of a anything between A and B. Let's see. It should be live. I guess we'll find out once people start popping in. It is fucking 9 in the morning. Oh, I just bumped us up to M. Fuck. Oh, I just bumped us up to M again.
Nande.
Let's see.
Oh, come on.
Once people pop in, we'll ask if they can hear you and if they can hear me. And
there it is. Now I gotta mute this.
You're getting Betsy Lee in rare form this morning, people.
The ennui is late to wake up.
What is
because
ennui?
of the coffee. Ennui?
Yeah.
Listlessness. I don't know.
Like you go, you pick one word to describe it and you go, I don't know.
I was like, listless. It's like a very
a state of being.
Okay, when people hear ennui, they associate it with like avant-garde black and white French films.
So you pick that's the one you pick. You're like, I'll describe it to Grant.
Well, the definition is like listlessness and kind of sort of an empty feeling.
Do you usually have an empty feeling?
Only after I wake up.
Jesus Christ. Welcome to Livestream, everybody. I'm glad we could be here.
You know I make sad jokes. You know me. Anyway.
Oh, fucking Betsy. Let's see. I should notify the Discord that we're doing this.
What the heck? Oh.
Did you even join the Discord? I think you popped in and then you disappeared, didn't you?
Well, I'm in it.
I keep typing Bestie Lee instead of Betsy Lee.
This is a common failure.
Do people do that a lot?
Yeah. My first notable time that I is in from memory is when a long time ago, you know, sometimes, I don't know if you did this in middle school or elementary school, but the teacher traces your profile via a shadow thing, and he put all of everybody's heads on the wall with their names on, with like a shadow silhouette thing, and it looked all cool, except for my name was spelled
like
Bestie.
a profile from like the 1800s, like that kind of thing?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Bestie.
That was the English teacher. And some folks just, I remember that was a way that certain foreign exchange students would mispronounce my name. So I'm pretty cool with it for the most part. It's like, it's just another name to add to the pile.
Betsy goes home and cries herself to sleep.
Tears? There is no tears in ennui.
Ennui, stop.
This is the word of the day.
Yeah, that'll be it. That and seasonal depression. That'll be the words of the day. Let's see. I'll be reading the chat as we go. So if you're wondering, like, who I'm talking to...
Oh, there it is.
What are some cool Betsy Lee works? I'll link her fucking page right now. I like a lot of the things that Betsy does. Actually, Betsy did this animation, and I've said this a bajillion times, but it's And the Raven Brought Fire, and I really enjoy that one. That's probably my favorite. There we go.
And Wooly does voice in my animations sometimes.
Have you heard of sex here? I don't want to talk about that, actually. I brought it up for the meme. Yeah, I haven't voiced in one of your things in a while. It's been a stretch.
I actually have you written in for one of the scripts. I just don't know where in the lineup the script is, because I'm getting scripts.
Do you write that far ahead?
I'm getting them out of order.
Yeah.
I was like, I know this doesn't come first, but this is what I want to write right now, so I better do it because I don't want to write anything else.
You'll write it out, and then you'll be like, okay, cool.
I'm like, no, there's got to be 5 other scripts that get to this point.
You gotta use the energy while you can. I'm just like, what the fuck to do with this? Oh, I know what I'll do with this. Never mind. I'm trying to do a handle that looks like a handle, and I can't do it because I have no skill. I was drawing some. I was looking at like Roman and Greek art this morning, or I guess last night, and it just carried over to this morning. And I was like, oh, I just got this new pin set from Holly, and it's nice. So I got a new sketchbook from my other friends, so like, I'll do some pin sketches. And like, I like Roman Greek architecture. I'll do that. So I was doing some sketches, and I drew whatever statue of David, Michelangelo, whatever drawings I could, whatever sketches I could find. And I was looking at the dicks, and I was like, well, I don't want to get like banned off of Instagram because I'm gonna put these on Instagram. And I hear that Instagram's been really rough on artists lately, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to get banned. So I got rid of the dicks, and I sent it to Isa, and I was like, check out, did some drawings. I thought you would like these. And she was like, where are the dicks?
There is, that's a flippin' Simpsons episode, isn't it?
Yeah, is it? I don't watch The Simpsons, do you?
Okay, there's a particular. Well, it was like I watched all the old ones back when it was a little more entertaining. It was one of the older ones where they were trying to ban a cartoon for being too violent.
Yeah.
And so they successfully kind of banned this cartoon, which is the Itchy and Scratchy cartoon, and Marge is heading up this, and then like Michelangelo's David is brought to the Springfield Museum to be shown off, and then all of the people that banned the cartoon wanted to ban David because he had his Johnson out.
His Johnson. What up? You're so... Betsy speaks like she's 140.
And then all of a sudden, oh no, but that's fine art. We can't ban it. It's fine art. And I was like, what is the cartoons? And like, yeah, either ban everything or ban nothing, kind of a style of situation. So it's like, this is you did a re-rendering of a piece of fine art, and so, but you have to censor it because sensibilities. But if you put to it a picture of Michelangelo's David on Instagram, you probably would be fine.
You say that, but I've heard.
I don't know anything about Instagram actually.
Well, you don't even have one, do you?
I don't have Instagram.
It seemed a little out of your range, didn't it? No, it's I hear people have been getting banned, and I have friends that have been getting suspended for whatever. It's just surprising, isn't it?
If they're artists, send them to Newgrounds.
Oh my god. Yeah, but they're doing like pin drawings and traditional. Do they have traditional on Newgrounds?
I don't know if they would, I don't know that...
They just get flamed?
They would get... I actually don't know.
Betsy's like, yeah, send them to Newgrounds. Also, Betsy, I don't know what we do at Newgrounds.
It was like, well, I would... If I had a mind to, and I had a good camera, and I did a watercolor, I probably would put it up on Newgrounds, but, like my instinct would be, oh, I'll put it up on Newgrounds. Because I put actual time and effort into this art. I don't want to put any art up on Newgrounds that I didn't put a lot of time and effort on, because Newgrounds is I love it, but it's intimidating.
Yeah, I don't know.
But on the other hand, I'm like, do they have something against digital? Against non-digital? I don't know.
No, I don't think so. I think. Yeah, actually, now I'm thinking about it. I think I just remember like specifically reading Tom being like, "Look, we don't hate digital, but we don't hate traditional, but at the same time, it's like we're just trying to focus on away from photography and just more on digital stuff and not traditional work." And I'm like, okay.
All right. Straight from the horse's mouth, then.
Yo, Tom Fulp came into my house, he kicked the windows in, and he was like, Grant Christian. I was like, oh my god. I'm kidding, that was a bad joke. Anyway, moving on. I changed the...
I don't know.
Yeah?
it's not, it was like the other alternative that I still absolutely use, but I probably shouldn't, but I still do anyway, is DeviantArt.
I don't think it's funny that you say
Mostly,
that. Did
mostly because
you
I'm
did
stubborn
you
to
see
leave.
the things that I posted on DeviantArt yesterday?
I don't know. One sec.
No, you don't have to go look.
No,
I was
I
just
didn't.
curious because you messaged me right after I posted, and I was like, "Is Betsy still using DeviantArt?"
I do, but okay, people contact me on DeviantArt because I put it as an option to contact me, and I usually prioritize any correspondence.
Mm?
And also, I'm still figuring out DeviantArt's new layout.
I don't care for it. No. Chat says.
I mean, it feels a little less cluttered,
Mm-hmm. Well, it's
obviously,
just like
but it
minimal.
doesn't grab your attention. It's just you kind of have to dig for some things. Is all. Okay, well there it is.
At least you can post dicks on DeviantArt. Am I right, boys?
Yeah.
You're such a meme. My friend Jake is in the chat right now, and I know him IRL, so he'll come in here and give me a hard time in my own stream.
Oh boy.
Wooly, please let him continue. Alright, Jake, just do what you want to do. I realized that I hate animating. It took me up until this point to realize it.
You don't like animating?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just playing around. I just don't. I prefer the backgrounds. I'm like slowly. It's just because animation takes so long, you know. I just slowly find myself inching more towards the backgrounds. I don't know if you've been paying attention to me just doing just a bunch of backgrounds lately. For the last year and a half. Hey, did you guys know that Betsy Lee loves doing backgrounds?
I was about to make a comment about how opposite we are. Because I enjoy the crap out of animating. I wish I could spend more time on each animation that I do. Because it means I get to draw a like live figure several times.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have, and I'm glad I only have to draw a background once because I hate drawing background. I was like, at least I don't animate it.
I feel bad because I was supposed to do some backgrounds for one of Betsy's animations, and then I forgot that I had said I would do that, and then I didn't do that, and I was like, wow, she must think I'm like an asshole.
You had mentioned that you didn't have so-and-so a program.
Mm-hmm.
So when I asked you, I had forgotten that you said, I don't have blah blah program. So that would have been pointless anyway.
Well, I was gonna give it a go on Paint Tool Sci. Or no, Clip Studio Paint, I think. I can't remember which one would... I had one that would, like, do it close enough to yours. But,
When I finally do
Betsy.
that dumb game, I'll hire you to do backgrounds in whatever program you want because you're so much better at it, and I want.
God.
It's like so good, not just better, just good, just very good, and I want it to hire you.
You're being very flattering. Thank you. Yeah, Betsy actually put out a little game demo on Newgrounds recently, and it was really nice.
Very little.
You say that, I don't know. It's just like a fun little.
It is.
It's a fun little thing, though. I really enjoyed it. But yeah, you can find Betsy on Newgrounds as well. Some of your animations are on the highest ranked of all time.
Are they still?
What do you mean still? Yeah. Well, it's not like they went down. They might have gotten pushed down by like literally a fraction of a point, you know. But yeah. The only one of mine to make the best of all time list was the Bob Ross animation, the second one. I'll be
The
making.
second one?
Yeah.
Or the first one? The second.
second
Oh,
one.
it does actually make a lot of sense. The
Because
second one would
Mr.
do so
Rogers
well.
was in it, and it was a lot better.
It was just purely just
wholesome as shit.
fun. I don't know if fun is the right word, but it's just like it's fun.
You can
and
show
it's
your
just
parents.
Slightly goofy, but not so goofy that it is too insulting to the original figure or anything. It's just like that perfect sweet spot. So it does make sense that would go well, especially on Newgrounds, where they're obsessed with fan art.
Are they?
Kinda.
No one told me.
Well, a fan animation or something, well, everywhere, that's gonna do better. Because it's stuff that people already know.
Yeah, I don't know,
That or some kind of... Next up is just a goofy one-shot will do better, and then just goes down the list at that point.
No, I mean, I don't know what... I have an animation. That's actually the one that I'm currently working on. I don't know why I was like, an animation. Did I tell you about this one or no?
Mm-mm.
It was gonna be like a glorified dick joke at the end. And I was like, no, let's do something better. I'm like, let's push the envelope a little bit. And recently I was like, you know what? I know what direction I'm gonna go with. I'll tell you after we're off stream because I don't want to say it in front of people. But it's just like a lot darker. I'm like, I'll go there. Yeah, that's fine. That's a lot better. Better than a dick joke. Let's go. And I was like, but if I still want to make the dick joke, I'll post that version of Newgrounds. Newgrounds can have the dick joke version, which I didn't know if that was a good idea or not to make two versions of an animation. But I was like, I'm very curious. I've never done it before. I'd like to see how it goes. Betsy is 72 question mark?
What?
No, Jake's making a face. Jake makes fun of me for making this face. 83, which is an actual face. And he just puts 72 because he's like, well, we're just making numbers into faces now. And I'm like, no, 83 is an actual face.
Glasses with cat mouth.
No, it's wide eyes, Betsy. This is glasses with cat mouth. Are you insane, Betsy?
Blah.
How old is Betsy Lee?
Old lady glasses.
You would know what
glasses.
those look like, wouldn't you?
I do. I make a joke, but I am wearing my grandmother's glasses right now.
That's really cool, though.
It's not made of tinfoil.
They're made of, like...
And bric-a-brac.
Cast iron, I'm sure.
Downside is they're pretty heavy.
Yeah, because they're cast iron. I need to put a desk here. I just realized that I wasn't paying attention and continuity exists.
Alright.
Have you been drawing it all this entire time, or are you just sitting here using me as a
Who,
procrastinating point?
Well, I was staring at my outline, and there's no way I'm going to come up with anything while I'm actually trying to engage in conversation, so I'm faffing in Blender now.
You can't do two things at once?
Well, not two writing-related things.
How is it? Talking to me is a writing thing?
Oh, I said I was originally going to work in my outline, but I'm like, I can't do writing at the same time as talking. That's ridiculous. So I'm going to Blender, and I'm trying.
As Betsy, like, drops in and out of her sentence, I'm going to attempt to
start a new file. I'm trying to start a new file in Blender. It's troublesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, that's odd.
Wait, Grant is a woman? Yes, I thought you knew. One more stream and then night forever. Jesus. Jake, you're derailing my stream. I'm just trying to have fun with my friends. Grant, can you do 3D animation? No, I fucking hate 3D animation. I just hate doing it. It's fine if other people want to do it, though.
What the hecky?
I made one animation once in 3D. Actually, I took a class in 3D, and that's what I'm talking about. It is right here. I'll get that for you. I'll post it in chat. I think it's I don't know if it's public or not, but I should be able to see it. This is from, I think, 4 years ago.
I saved none of my 3D animation from school.
Betsy, you make me sad.
I took the bare minimum of the 3D classes that they force you to take. And I didn't get far enough into where you would get to model everything from scratch. And then animate it.
Yeah.
So I would be... I only got so far as... model this already made. I was like, bone up this, like, make an armature. What is the name?
Make a skeleton?
What's his name? Rig. That's what you want.
Yeah.
Rig this already modeled stick man.
Bone up this.
No.
Hey, yeah, someone sound clip that. Somebody sound clip that. Betsy.
As far as quality, that'd probably be an apropos term. Boned up.
There's this thing Betsy Lee's voice does whenever she's like mid-laugh, and it sounds like she just did it. And it makes me laugh harder than I was laughing when she's making a joke. Let's see. It's actually, that's what the black hole quote. That's your voice does that there. Let's see.
Alright. Trying to remember how to do something.
Emil says, what program do you use? I use Animate. Betsy Lee, what program do you use?
For the most part, I have been using Flash CS6.
Wow,
I'm using Blender right now. Grease pencil is getting very sophisticated.
Jake, show us one of your doodles. Yeah, Jake, go into the Discord, the Woolly World Discord, and show one of your doodles into the art chat. Wackenough says, hello, Grant. Hello, Wackenough. Can you say, hey, Karma, seductively? Don't ask why. Hey, Karma. Was that good enough for you? Did you need that? I know Betsy didn't need that. No moan Karma's name. No, we're good. If Betsy wasn't here, I'd do it, but I don't... I don't want to bother Betsy. Yeah, whatever, Betsy. I'm curious. What don't you like about backgrounds? Like, why don't you like them?
All right. To be 100% purely honest, I just don't like backgrounds with buildings in them. I don't like human structures.
What?
Like, I don't like human structures.
Why?
I don't like drawing buildings. I like drawing landscapes where there's, like, trees and stuff. That's not too bad.
I like those.
I don't know. Just gotta...
Yes?
Just gotta.
Are
I'm
you
not entirely
doing?
sure
Are
where
you
I was going
doing?
with that.
Are you doing Blender right now?
I'm trying to relearn how to do something that I know how to do
Yeah.
without going to a video.
I just like how you drop out mid
Because that's how
sentence.
I learned how to do it last time.
Yeah.
I watched a video. I'm like, I can't watch a video right now. Well, actually, instead of just redoing it, I know exactly how to cheat, so I'm going to cheat. I don't know why I didn't
Wow.
just cheat right away.
You would do that? You would cheat like that? Wow. Let's see. I hope you are well, says Banshee. Hello. Good to see you. I'm doing well. Betsy gives off the appearance of doing well. Betsy's illusion is at 90, so she's doing well. Victor. Victor says, hello, Wooly. How are you? Also, have you heard of a bunch of names I don't know? I know Corn. Corn's from Betsy's animation.
That's probably not the right.
Yeah, it's probably not. I subscribe to Grant's OnlyFans. Where's my content? It's just like pictures of my arm. Just really zoomed in. You don't know what you're looking at. My nose is all runny. It got cold here. I could tell you. I want some coffee. I don't need any help, Victor. Thank you. It's me, Victoria. Oh, hey. Did you change your name? Question mark?
Copy.
Oh, Victoria. Don't want to say last name? Starts with F?
Dang it.
It has been a minute. It's funny enough, I thought about you the other day on Instagram because I was like, oh yeah, she usually interacts with my stuff on Instagram, and I haven't heard from her in a while. I like just hearing while I'm talking to the chat. I like hearing you in the background, Betsy, just being like, making these little noises of you not knowing how to use Blender.
I've done this thing that I'm trying to do 5 times.
Mm-hmm.
And I've forgotten how to do it.
It's been that long. Where you don't quite remember how to do it.
I guess.
Let's see.
Only I did it very recently on the most recent file that I finished. That I'm sad that I finished because I could have been working on that to right now instead of trying to start a new one from scratch and being half distracted.
Well, what are you trying to do in Blender?
I'm just trying to import a video sequence.
Yeah.
That's all. That's it.
Betsy just stops.
Where is it? Where's the video sequence? There it is. Huzzah. I can change it to something else. I don't know which one I want to do.
I need to go look up one of my things. Don't you love when you forget what you did in the background, so now you have to go and look again? 2021. There it is. Foolish boy. What the fuck was I doing? Oh, yes.
Let's do this one.
Saw you were live and wanted to show some support and some love. No worries. It's good to see you, Victoria. Hey, Underwood. Good to see you.
Alright.
Love the animation you do, Betsy, says Victoria.
Oh, thank you. I should be reading the chat too, shouldn't I?
Oh, no, it's okay. I'll read it out for both of us. People are just out here, like, showing you their love and support, and you're gonna just be like, oh, don't talk to me, I'm just fool around with Blender.
Is that what I did last night?
No, I'm just playing with you. Let me know if my keyboard's too loud. I'm trying to keep it quiet.
But how do you know if your keyboard is doing things if it doesn't clack?
It's probably because the things on the screen are moving and doing.
That was me taking the piss, Grant.
Whatever, Betsy. I'd appreciate if you wouldn't harass me on the stream. Thank you. I like that your voice dropped low when you said that too. You're like, Grant, I'm taking the piss, Grant. Oh, it's Harry Potter with a gun. Zach says, hey, baby. Hey, Zach. Welcome. How and why do you have such good animation videos and content? Yeah, Betsy. Why is that?
That was for you.
No.
How about we back and forth this? No, it's you. No, it's you. Till people get bored and we move on to the next question.
Well, you go on. You talk about it first, and then I'll talk about
it.
Why do you have to do
I don't know.
content?
Practice.
Why? It's illegal. Did you say practice?
Yes.
What are you, my grandmother?
Oh, sure.
For both of you. I'm curious what made you want to start No Evil.
That started a lot of things. It's like I have an idea, and I threw it at the wall, and that was the one that stuck.
Well, I guess, what made you want to do it, though? Like, what made you pick these characters and the setting and everything? You were just fooling around?
Look, they just happened in my head, man. I had very little control over this situation.
Like, I've been held hostage for years now.
Okay.
Alright, well, thanks for answering. Alright, that's the next question.
It's your turn, Grant.
Yeah, Grant. You say Grant like my aunt says Grant. It's like aunt.
Draw. Why are those two things?
I don't know. Natural Born Suckers was one that we did. Isa and I were joking around that Isa was a recluse, and so I needed an idea for a Halloween animation, and then Isa called herself like a recluse, and I was like, oh, that's like, she's like a vampire, and so I drew this little doodle of her like looking out this window, and it's like, I guess, staring at these people out of this window, and I thought it was very funny. And I showed Isa, and Isa was like, oh, this is funny. Isa wrote up an episode, the first episode, in like 30-40 minutes while I was out to lunch. When I came back, Isa was like, oh, yeah,
I have a plan.
it's very funny. It was just like Isa just pops out with this storyboard, and it looked great, and it was funny as hell. So we did it. Little things like that. This one that I'm currently doing right now started because me and my roommate were fooling around. Thought it would be funny if it was that very proper 19th century kind of thing, that kind of setting, and then at the end it's like, yo baby girl, you want some fuck, like that kind of humor, the juxtaposition of it, just like very, very goofy things. But yeah, so that's where we. That's where I do what? Did you just jack my own phrase?
Mm-hmm.
Nice, well done. So see, guys, look, I'm teaching Betsy. Betsy will be a real boy someday.
Eh.
What?
Okay. If I could get to the point where I can just do instead of having to screw around in settings, then I will be able to hold conversation.
You don't have a lot of processing power for that?
Not exactly.
As Betsy doesn't answer the question.
I did say not exactly.
Oh yeah. Fair play. I'm
Why is
eating
there delay on this?
a butterscotch, so I might be quiet as I eat this buttersquash.
Compress file.
Did you see that butternut squash that we carved out for Halloween?
Me?
Yeah, you.
I don't know. Possibly?
No, the other Betsy. One at a time, unless random jokes or not for ideas, because you can. Cool. What is Grant's fursona? It's just me. I'm the fursona. Furry world instead of woolly world. I just cringed out of my skin. How are y'all doing? How's life? Yeah, Betsy, how's life?
Ennui.
Oh my god.
It's gonna keep coming back.
Betsy, how long have you been fucking disgusting? Asking for a friend. Don't worry about that.
Heck if I know.
I think I sent this to you. Okay, yeah, I sent it to you. Great.
Yada yada.
Ara ara.
Where are you? No, I did not see.
Yeah, Holly and I carved out little pumpkins, but they ran out of pumpkins, so I grabbed a butternut squash.
We had a pumpkin carving party. That is everybody that lives in this house. Because we had a whole bunch of extra pumpkins. Except for one of them wasn't a pumpkin. We can only assume it was some kind of yellow squash?
Did you grow these?
Yeah.
Why
One of
did
them grew in the front yard.
Y'all just
Pumpkins
didn't
are very
stop
easy
them?
to grow. Barely have to do anything.
Oh,
At least around here.
that's cool.
Except for we had this extra one that wasn't exactly a pumpkin, but we thought it was a winter squash of some kind. But we begin to doubt it was a winter squash because carving it was like carving like pine wood.
Yeah, that butternut
It
squash
was the
like
best
that.
one.
You didn't take any pictures?
Yeah, there's pictures somewhere.
Fish them out later. I'd like to see them.
Okay.
And so so Betsy never showed Grant the pictures.
Anyway, what I had meant. Anyways, a piece of wood. It was terrible. And we supposed it grew from bird seed and not actually something that we planted. So it was a freak vegetable.
How big is your front yard that you just let things grow rampant?
Look, most of our stuff grows in the backyard, but
Oh,
there's
I
a
see.
small little area actually where there is bird seed and birds being fed where we can grow flowers, but then this thing started growing and we're like, oh, where did this come from?
We had months to stop it, but we didn't.
Well, the flowers don't grow in the area where the flowers grow, so we might as well have something.
Yeah.
Except for hollyhocks.
Hollyoaks? What's that?
The front garden area is full of sand.
What a depressing sentence.
There's just, for some reason, a lot of sand in there, so there's not a lot of things that grow very well.
What was that word you used before that? Something with ox?
Hmm?
What was that word you said before that?
What, ennui?
No, fucking stop. I don't care about your ennui. I thought you said hollyox or something like that.
Hollyhocks.
What is it?
If I have the right name...
Betsy leaves the house and I don't, so I tell Betsy to tell me tales of the outside world.
Well, you live in a town with a population, don't you?
You live in a town with a population.
Of cows?
Whose backyard am I seeing then?
No, that's fine. No, this is like, everybody's pretty spread out.
Can you both give me your best ooh voice? Well, Betsy, why don't you kick us off?
Let me look at this. Where did you read that ooh?
Karma did it. It's like halfway up from the bottom. Jay says Grant is his own breed of furry. You're correct. Scat says hi. What an unfortunate name. Victor says, want to know something? Oh, you're in school right now? Pay attention to school. What are you doing in here? Just popping in. Can't say 'cause I'm at work, but I love both your art and your animations. Can't wait to see your future. Well, thank you, J May. I appreciate it. Betsy, I don't hear ooh from you.
Ooh.
Betsy, you have to like try to be like, ooh. Oh shit.
Did
Adam's
you
here.
step on something?
A Lego.
now.
Yeah, it was a Lego. Did I step on something? I bet you Jake told Adam that we were doing this. Either that or he got pinged whenever I literally pinged everyone in channel.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, these are pretty. Nice flowers. These are... You don't like these
Those
flowers?
aren't mine. I just, like, searched hollyhocks, and that's the only thing that'll grow. They're very big.
They look like they overtake things. Not a fan
And
of
they will
those.
grow in alleyways. They will grow... They're like dandelions.
Well, they're a lot prettier than dandelions.
Slightly less useful.
What do you use dandelions for?
Well, you can eat dandelions. I didn't make that up.
Do you eat dandelions?
You can.
But do you
can make
eat
tea out of it,
dandelions?
too. Although, okay, you can, but don't eat dandelions where you know people have tried to kill the dandelion.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Because then you will poison yourself. Because dandelions eat
Or
poison,
you'll get
and
superpowers.
you don't.
Adam says,
But
what's
go
in
out
the...
in the mountains where people don't care.
Jesus. Welcome to Northern State here, where people don't care. Adam says, what's in the drawer? Zach says, what's in the fucking drawer, Grant? Caps locked. Pencils. There's pencils in the drawer.
There's scribbles right now.
Yeah, they are just scribbled. Way to ruin the immersion.
Scribbles in the drawer. An existential nightmare.
You missed one comment above. Thank you for the
Sure we've
woos.
meant more than that.
And ada. What's that thing you said that made me say ada?
Yada yada.
What is it?
Just like kind of an noise. It has a meaning though.
Where is this from?
Japan.
Wow, what a weeaboo. Do you read a lot of manga?
Yeah, Well, I'm trying to learn the language, man.
Yeah. So is Holly. What are you doing to learn it?
I was like, we should bother her and put her in the Discord where we're trying to talk at each other poorly in Japanese.
She's not awake yet. I'm surprised, actually. I'll message her. But yeah, she's actually really good at listening to Japanese and picking it apart. She's been watching.
I am the opposite. I am a read. It was like, now I really want to add her. It's like, help us, and I will give you practice reading.
It's crazy. Like I was like, oh, you took Japanese lessons? She's like, no, I just watch a ton of anime. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. We were watching Hunter x Hunter, and they would like say something, and I would say, what was that right there? And she would just like rattle it off in Japanese and then tell me what it was in English and like tell me the grammar, and I was like, ooh. And she'll tell me like she's not good at Japanese, but she and I are both doing Duolingo. I'm doing it for French because I want to brush up well enough to understand it fluently, because I can just do it if you speak slowly. But she's doing the same with Japanese, and I'm doing like maybe 2 lessons a day, and she's like knocking out whole sections of lessons. She's like the top of her leaderboard, and I'm like, you want to just try a little bit harder, Holly? Like, you want to make the rest of us feel bad? She's doing great, though. I'm very proud of her. I just think it's hilarious that I'm like doing the bare minimum in French, and she's just like... I didn't mean to ramble.
Yeah, it's cool. I was like, I want to hear the process.
No, I mean, I'm just terribly surprised. She's killing it. Eating dandelions is just dandy, says Adam. Can you eat geraniums?
I don't know. There are flowers that are poisonous, so don't
Whatever,
just go
Betsy. I'm just gonna go eat these geraniums. Jay makes a good point. If you eat enough, you grow an immunity to the poison, and you can eat all the dandelions.
The poison is the man-made poison, and we all have all varieties, so you might get immune to... Maybe if you eat all the dandelions in a certain area and don't die, you'll get immune to maybe Roundup, but there's like a bunch of other ones. It's like, they're a lot more versatile than you are.
I don't know, have you seen my backgrounds? I'm pretty versatile. That was a bad joke. Anyway. Scats says, well, Scats is just quoting it's just quoting an AC/DC song. Yerdare?
Yare dare?
Is that what did you just say?
Oh, I don't know. I read it as yare dare, but I don't know if it is Yerdare. I'm like, I don't know what they said.
I thought you were doing an anime voice and saying, yeah, daddy. And I was like, I've never heard that joke from Betsy Lee. I'm very surprised.
I was reading the chat thing.
Yo, I bet Betsy. Anyway, that was a bad joke.
That was terrible, and you should feel bad.
Oh yeah, you fucking cracked a smile. Okay, Underwood says, tell me if you...
Alright. So I set down.
Ash says, oh, hi Ash, welcome to the... Oh, you've been here, hi. It says, I tried to learn Japanese, but I forgot a lot of advanced grammar and can't memorize all the kanjis. Yeah. It's like they're like three different... I don't know what to call them, like sections of language.
Separate writing...
Yeah.
Systems, and they're all used together.
Yeah, it's confusing. Holly tried to explain it to me.
Katakana and hiragana, which are pretty much the same thing. It's like if cursive had a specific function.
It's difficult. I don't know. I'm also 8 shades of stupid, so it's difficult for me to pull that one out.
I tell you what, you start out hating kanji, but then after a while, I'm like, okay, I like kanji. Because there's so many repeat words. They have so many there situations, but they don't spell them different because they aren't spelled different. the way you tell the difference when you're reading is if it's a different kanji, or well, if it's a noun and you don't exactly know what they're talking about initially.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, you're like, I don't know if they're talking about paper or God or hair.
What the fuck? Yaddy daddy, exactly. You get me. You understand me. Yes, queen. Okay, anyway, we're done. I'm not gonna keep doing that.
How dare you?
Whatever. Betsy comes in here like she has standards all of a sudden. Oh, man alive. Paper, God, and hair have different pitch accents, though, says Ash.
Look, here's the thing.
Here's the thing.
I'm reading it. It was like, that's actually the thing that I was like, when you find that you're better at one thing than another, you latch onto that one thing that you're good at for a while until you can get into the stuff that you're bad. And I'm better at reading, for the most part.
You got called a weeb
So
in
you
chat.
can't tell pitch accent from reading.
You can't?
No, it's not
that's
written
strange.
any different.
Huh.
It's only said different.
Huh.
It's easier when it's said, unless you're, like, not... Well, if they talk slow enough, I'm speaking for myself. And also, pitch accent will be different for different locations, too, so...
Dialect.
Yeah. So it's not a guarantee. The guarantee is the context, really. It's like, you know they're talking about hair, because they were just talking about hair. Like,
That's what Holly was saying. Because, what was I asking? Like, she said there's no, like, was it you or me or something? Like, you don't say, like, I did something. You just, like, did something. And I'm like, well, how do you know that, how do people know that it's you who did something? And then she's like, it's the context of the sentence. And I'm like, I don't understand how that works. Japanese makes me feel really stupid.
Autocorrect to whatever makes the most sense at the time.
Yeah. Japanese makes me feel really stupid.
We're so used to English, we state the obvious, state things. Like, we have to make it a word or else it's not relevant. It's low context language. So jumping into a high context language is a little awkward.
I feel like I'm in Dances with Wolves.
Because it means I have to say less.
I know that I should redraw this drawer as it's opening to change the perspective, but Betsy, I'm so fucking lazy. Like, look, that's not gonna happen. Yeah, it looks okay though. I mean, it's acceptable. Yeah, this is acceptable. Do you have anything other than no evil planned, Betsy?
Me?
Yeah, no, the other Betsy in here that's making no evil.
Not really.
I guess something that you would say out loud here in front of people.
It's like, I don't want to get people's hopes up. Are you crazy? Or hopes down when I say, no, I'm working on something else all of a sudden when I leave people at a cliffhanger.
Dare y'all to learn Chilean?
Game, and that's all I allowed myself to do for extra.
I don't know. I didn't know if you had any want to do that.
Oh, well, I have want to do things, but I don't have much of an idea, so I might as well work on the thing that I know what I'm doing. Like, can't waste any time. Every second is a slow march unto death.
God damn. Hi, welcome to the live stream, everybody.
Remember the word of the day.
Chipper has left the chat, and now whatever that word Betsy keeps throwing around has entered the chat.
Oh, you should get it. You're learning French.
I actually, when I read it the first time, I said it really Frenchy.
What?
Do
yeah,
I?
I think it's a French origin. I'm pretty sure it's a French
Yeah,
origin.
I mean, it sounds like it. A lot of Spanish in chat now. Is that what that is? No, that's not Spanish. This is just various languages.
Geo.
Look, I don't know.
No. All right. Kitchen bills.
Do it.
I work in Blender, and I'm going to gush about Blender, and I love Blender, but then all of a sudden you run into something where it's like, yeah, this was initially made by someone that doesn't actually do art. Just once in a while. It's like, although I understand why certain things are the way they are, it's processed so different than something like Flash.
Uh-huh.
The way they do vectors is a bit different.
Oh, I see.
It's still a vector, but, I mean...
Yeah.
Size.
I forgot that I had Ghibli music on in the background.
Is there music in the background?
Yeah, it's supposed to be Ghibli music, but whenever you came in, you were loud, so I turned everything down, and I think the music became inaudible.
Oops.
Way to go, Betsy. Fuck. When I get older, losing my hair, many years from now, when I'm 24, will you still be sending me a Valentine?
Oh no, I don't want to go to draw mode yet.
You said you wrote me into a script recently as a voice actor. Was it the same character?
Yep.
Wow. That'll be a callback, because I haven't done that voice in, what, 3-4 years?
Oops.
I should actually do backgrounds for you before I am dead. Betsy, don't you at me. I know what you guys are thinking in chat. Why does he keep replaying this animation of his drawers? Because I'm trying to
See what's wrong?
figure out the best way to go about. Yeah, it's just figuring out problems. Problem solving. This isn't going to be the hand, by the way. I need to redo the hand, because this was for a different... It was for a knob, not a... I guess not a little spot where you put your hand in, a little cubby. Ignore that. Pay no mind. Are you reading any books currently, Betsy?
Again. We keep coming back to the Japanese.
Are you just reading books in Japanese? So wait, are you trying to learn a language from reading old books?
I'm not reading old books. I'm reading kids' books.
Why don't you?
And that's my reading time is dedicated to when I'm not doing research.
Why don't you do Duolingo or something? Why don't you do Duolingo or something?
I am doing... Okay, here's the thing. I do have Duolingo, and I have made some progress there, and it's kind of how I get some vocabulary. The problem is, a lot of it doesn't stick in my head the right way unless I have decided, okay, no English at all, which means don't translate to English. Start trying to just do it in Japanese, because that's the best way to understand the language, is try to understand it the way it's supposed to be. And so go back and forth from English to Japanese, English to Japanese. Things don't stick very well. So I do it once in a while to gain some vocabulary, but for the most part, I'm trying to like do it like if I was a child and in Japan, kind of gleaning the language the way they glean it. And I feel like it seems to work a little better. Like things stick in your head longer if you see them in context all the time.
Well, I find Duolingo fun for that, or I guess good for that. But maybe it's different for the Japanese lesson.
Well, okay. I used Duolingo. Duolingo was real sweet for when I was trying to learn the writing system. Because all you had to do was go learn, was like, this symbol stands for ah, this symbol stands for e, and there's no English involved. So you just kind of associate that symbol with this sound, and I hope they do something similar with kanji. Maybe with like they have they do pictures now and again too, which is really nice when you don't associate it with an English word, you associate it with a picture. I guess it's slightly different just because the way Japanese is structured is a lot different from English than, say, French or Spanish is different from English.
Yeah.
It's like there's a little word order difference, but for the most part, a lot of stuff is structured the same way. But not in... Anyway, so that's what I'm reading. I'm reading kids' books and a manga.
I think I'm not getting
off track, dang it. What are you reading?
Oh, I've been really slow reading, actually. What manga are you reading? I'm curious.
Yoroiden, Samurai Troopers.
Are you reading it off of the...
And I'm reading various kids' books. One was about a dinosaur recently. Another one was about... I didn't quite finish the one that was about the little brother complaining about his sister. I was like... I don't even look at the titles, I just kind of start reading kids' books. Incidentally, the manga, which has a little bit of kanji but has furigana, is a lot easier to read, and I found that kind of backwards. The kids' book should be easier to read, but I don't have enough vocabulary to automatically know from context what the heck's going on.
I wish Holly was here right now. She could talk to you about that.
Well, she can listen back and see, oh, this poor idiot.
Oh, shut up.
I have been doing a lot of things cockeyed. It's like, oh no, you need to be doing this. And I'm like, oh. I'd love it from someone who can actually hear stuff once being said. They probably are way ahead in the grammar than I am.
Oh my word. Stop that. You're fine.
It's true. I was like, ah. In short, I wish she was here too.
She said that she would join us later in the morning, but she usually gets up at a little after 9, and it's a little after 10 now. I think she's just avoiding me, Betsy. I knew it.
I can't think of anything clever to say in response to that. It's just like, it's a beautiful opening, but I can't.
But she's like, me too. Is it because you're doing Blender, Betsy? Is that why?
Only a little.
Ooh, I found an easy way to animate this. Thank God. I'm so fucking lazy.
You put a little bit of, what is it? I don't know if they still have it. They probably do. Smooth.
You mean like you boil it?
Huh?
It's called...
And it looks like you animated it if you put smooth on it.
Yeah, it's called boiling.
I don't know what the term.
Do I?
I don't know the term.
I know, but I'm just letting you know, Betsy, that I understand what you're saying to me. And next time you feel like saying it, you'll be like, that was that term that Grant gave me.
I will forget it immediately.
My mom called me twice. I wonder if it's something important. I guess let me go make this phone call. I'll be right back, yeah. Betsy,
What?
maintain the stream while I'm gone.
Okay. I was beginning to read the chat and I had to catch up.
Go on.
Hold on. Okay. Alright, small bean. Ah! Okay. And vocabulary. Oh, Betsy, did you hear about New Chalith or Nootka, the First Nation on Vancouver Island? Offhand, no. First Nation, nations. I'm a little fuzzy on, just because I live in the States. I'll give it a look up. Is there anything particular you wanted to talk about it? I love hearing cool things. Okay. Alright. Entertain us, Betsy. Ha-cha-cha. I was like, I'm not even running the screen right now. So I don't know what to do.
Have you just been like rambling?
I've been trying to read questions, but I only saw one.
Betsy. Now watch, I did this cute thing. Mom called me, and I called her back, and I texted her, and I'm like, "Oh, what did you need?" And instead of just texting what she needed, she'll call me back, and I'm like, "No."
Sometimes things are too big to text.
You say that, but like she'll do it for everything.
Fair. Well, normally when I say that, I do text. This is too big to text. May I call you? But that's like young people manners. I say that being like over 30. Am I over 30? Yes, I am.
Betsy, you're over 30. I'm terribly surprised. You don't act like someone who's over 30.
Is there a protocol for age really past when you are in public schooling or whatever? That stopped when you when you graduate. It's a myth.
It's Betsy. Let's see. Can Grant get away with this drawing? Let's find out. Actually, I should color the drawer first. That's what I should be doing. I'll color the drawer first.
What are your opinions on garlic?
What? What, mine?
It's a food item. It's possibly a natural blood thinner.
That's what I
And
hear.
I think I had a great aunt that might have killed Lyme disease by eating a crap ton of garlic.
It's a good way of cleansing the digestion system, apparently. But I'm
Having
not
the
a doctor.
foggiest. But,
Also, if you eat garlic, like your breath smells horrible for the next 2 days.
like, if you eat enough of it, you sweat it, and your BO smells like garlic, too.
That's healthy. Betsy's like, I'm just, that's not from experience, I'm just... It's like, don't worry about how I know that.
We never got, like, fresh garlic for a really long time because it's cheaper to get powdered. So, really, we ended up not having all that much garlic in food.
No. My mom's coming back. I'll be right back. Maintain the...
How dare. We're talking some language. Opinions on bees. I like bees. I like wasps. I wonder if you can be nice to wasps and just have a wasp army. That would be cool. Can you give us a presentation on garlic? Not really. I haven't BS'd in an essay in like 15 years. Do you not brush your teeth after eating garlic, Grant? I don't know. You have to brush your tongue too. Some folks forget that. Bees and ants are wasps. Trust me, I'm a biologist. I don't know if that's how classification works, my dude. What's your... Oh, another one aimed at me. What's your furry waifu in general? Is it... I don't know. I don't know. I was like, I wish I could even make a joke in this respect, but I don't know enough about it. I don't actually know. I don't actually watch all that much furry stuff off the top of my head, which is weird and ironic considering what I do. So I'm like, I'm trying to think of... I guess I could recommend a technically this is for furry show. Jusenchi Golkiva. It's mean on purpose for no reason. I don't know. Are your opinions on hot dogs? Are they a threat to human life? Well... only if you eat too many? But that could be true of water. Boy, your chat is a lot different than whenever I end up with a chat, Grant.
To me.
It's like, your chat's a bit different than what happens when I have a chat. And I'm like, I don't know how to roll with these punches.
What are you? Are they saying things about you?
Oh no, they're asking questions. I'm like,
As opposed to what
my
your chat?
impromptu is subpar.
Betsy, what's your furry waifu?
Oh yes, I tried to answer that before and I have no idea because I don't watch a lot of furry stuff.
Yo, I bet.
And instead I recommended Jusenchi Golkiva just as a show that would appeal to furries, and I think there's a character where they're making fun of furries, but in a lighthearted, fun way. But it is mean for no reason on purpose, so watcher beware.
Watcher beware. Doki Doki Literature Club. That Doki Doki Literature Club.
Mean for no reason on purpose, yeah.
That's what someone said in chat. I don't know what the fuck that is.
Oh.
Oisin said just popping in for a second.
I can't hear the music because in the background because I've got yours
Stream muted. Yeah. That's fair though.
So I can't answer.
Yeah, they're still striving, Oisin. Yeah, we named last stream we named what you call Woolly World fans.
Me?
It's woolly nuts.
Holy nuts. Perfect. Couldn't ask for a better name.
It's so stupid.
See, that's how they catch you off guard.
How do you reckon?
It's like, people are expecting dumb, so...
Wow. How dare you say that about me? My writing is top tier. You got a lot of nerve.
No, that's part of the reason. Like, people are expecting dumb, and then all of a sudden...
No, I'm just playing with you, Betsy.
Not as dumb as it seems, ooh.
Or it was. I am as dumb as...
thing masquerading as a dumb thing. I don't know. I don't know where you're going with your thing, because you've only done a couple episodes. What?
Oh, Natural Born Suckers?
Yeah.
No, it's just dumb. You were correct. But, this thing that I'm working on right now is not supposed to be dumb. I'll tell you about that later.
Okay.
But she's like, yeah, whatever, Grant. What is your schedule like for today?
Who, me?
Yes.
I don't know if you're reading chats that
Why
I've
would I talk to them? They're a bunch of filthy degenerates.
Again, as soon as this is over, I'm probably gonna try and start working on scripts again, because I can't not get the next scripts done, and evidently I'm doing these scripts all out of order, so I gotta get going on them.
Oh, how many do you have?
I'm gonna say that I have 2 3/4, because the last one I'm not 100% final on. And then a lot of outline.
It'll keep you busy.
Yeah. I want to get several done in a row so I can just get people in and do a bunch at a time, which is what I wanted to do last year, but things went kind of sideways for obvious reasons. So I'm trying it again.
Are you still running on that sleep high?
Huh?
Are you... What's the French word you used?
What, on Wii?
Yeah. This is gonna be nice. I'm very surprised. Oh yeah, it wasn't woolly nuts, it's wool nuts, because it's supposed to be walnuts.
Oh, see, that's clever and goofy.
How's that clever?
Because it's a pun.
Is that a pun?
Kinda. If it's not walnuts exactly.
Oh, I
then
forgot
yes.
to make thickness. I forgot to give thickness to the fucking drawer. Son of a bitch. Betsy, do you ever just...
No, not that much.
Damn, I missed the call out. It says crab. I'm not saying you're wrong. It just still Oh yeah, Zach says still partial to wool tarts, but whatever. I feel like that's a little rude.
Just embracing the douchebaggery right out of the gate.
It's a bit silly. I need to take these sweats off. I made the mistake of putting sweats on, because when I sit at my desk, my computer heats up everything like a small generator. Oh, hit my knee on the desk. Don't worry about it. Ow. God damn, that hurt.
Ain't no mind to Grant falling apart, ladies and gentlemen.
Please. Let's see. I'll send you a picture of these ink drawings I did. They're not terribly good. They're just sketches, but I'm happy with them. These are the ones where I cut the dicks off because Instagram doesn't like dicks. Do you do much sketching in sketchbooks? Fooling around like that?
In sketchbooks. Coming back.
Do what?
Anyway, not so much. I started to, when I was like, I'm gonna plan for this game that I'm gonna make 10 years in the future, probably.
Oh yeah, you. Well, we did that one episode of that thing where we talk. If anyone wants to hear Betsy Lee and I talk for like 3 hours, there's a recording on my channel where we do that. And in it, Betsy says that she... Did you say you lost all the books? You didn't burn them, you lost them? Or did you burn them?
There's a lot of sketchbooks I no longer have. I assume because I threw them away?
That sounds crazy to me. I don't understand how you did that.
I don't know why I would have done it other than...
Sticking it to the man, maybe?
Well, I don't like owning a lot of items in my house.
Yeah,
so
but
like,
that's
I don't
not...
need these anymore.
That's not owning an item. That's like holding on to something that means a lot to you.
Well, when you have a lot of items in your house, and no one else will throw stuff away, and it drives you crazy, sometimes you do a little bit bonkers.
Betsy, you're fucking killing me.
So I'm like, well, that was a dumb decision, but like it's gone now, so say la vie.
Oh yeah, there's no dwelling on it after you've done it, but at the same time, it's like I can't believe young Betsy wasn't like, oh yeah, I should probably fucking keep these. You're not sentimental, are you?
Me? No.
Yeah, that's exactly what I fucking thought. Me neither. Yeah, me neither.
Sentimental, no. I am mad at me for doing it because I used to be a lot funnier. I'm like, I could rip myself off if I still had the books.
The almanac! I'm doing this so oddly. No, dude, fuck this. Was young Betsy worth ripping off?
I don't know. Because I don't have the books anymore. I can't really look at it and go, oh, I'm full of crap. This isn't worth like ripping off at all. Or not.
What kind of stuff was in it? Do you remember? I guess what can you remember?
Well, I don't know. Most of them were just like comic books and stuff that I.
Is it like the stuff you posted on DeviantArt? Those little funny
Nope.
little things. I like those little fun comics
That's
that you do.
how I used to make friends. I would write like a giant comic story, and then share with my friends, and then avoid having conversations.
Jesus Christ. Now what the hell?
Alrighty.
Oh,
I'm gonna
let's
have
see.
to get a new level. I'm gonna see. Just how slick this vertex color thing is.
Why the fuck? Oh. No. No, why the fuck? Why is this here? Am I
Couldn't tell you, Grant.
Oh, I see it. I'm an idiot. I do see it. Fool. Don't talk to me, Betsy. Go away.
Rats, if I had Discord up, I would have just hung up there.
Yeah, I know exactly what you would have done. You predictable.
Like, it would have been beautiful.
Yeah, I've seen your kind before. But knowing you probably wouldn't have said anything. You would have just left. Which would have made me be like, oh, damn. What's that?
But my hands were full. All right.
Oh, what do you think of this action so far, Betsy? Betsy Lee?
Well, it's a drawer.
Is it not moving for you?
No, it's moving.
You're such a mean person. Fuck you.
It's like, yep, that works. Don't have to do anything fancy. It's a drawer opening. It's a lot more time and effort than I put into doors opening, that's for certain.
I just imagine like a 2-frame opening. The door just be like, open, close. Okay, great. Betsy's like, cut it, go.
Beauty. Fabulous. Shadows in the corners and everything.
Do you put shadows in the corners?
Huh?
Do you put shadows in corners? Do you shade things?
Not okay, yeah, I do shade things, but not like I don't do it in that way.
I don't know. I find that your backgrounds are getting stronger.
Okay, incidentally, any background strength that occurred is, I think, purely because I changed programs to another program that is a little easier to work in.
That's still relevant.
It was like, so that's a lesson to you. Like, sometimes it is the medium.
Someone has a question for you, Betsy. Sorry for asking, but Betsy has a distinct accent. What kind of accent is it?
I don't know. I'm from Montana.
Someone said American, but I'm American and I don't sound like Betsy.
America's huge, my man.
Then again, I don't sound like where I'm from, do I?
In all honesty, I don't trust anything that I've heard from anybody.
Just cut that. That's it. That's the end of the quote.
From the actual location. So as far as I'm concerned, yours is the accent of that area. Because you're the one that I know is from there.
You expect me to sound like this, hmm? You expect sound
I
like...
expect nothing.
Mais là, mais gâte tes dents. I sound like whenever I heard your what's that character, the lizard girl? Do what?
Yes.
Whenever I heard that for the first time, I thought you were mimicking a Cajun accent.
Yeah, people would think that too.
Yeah.
Not exactly. No.
But what were you trying to do?
Like, well, it's folks from around here. There's a couple of folks that do talk like that.
It sounds kind of Canadian.
Like, not exactly.
I imagine like that might be
right?
the only connection is
Maybe.
because the people from around here with that accent, that's like a Cajun, Canadian thing, a Acadiana thing.
That one comes from French, oddly.
I wonder why they sound the same then.
I mean,
I'm being sarcastic. It's because Cajun is French. I just think it's very interesting.
I mean, there's probably just elements from the languages that have a similar, like, vowels or something, and it makes it sound like it's similar, but especially to people who aren't exposed to both of them in tandem.
I didn't know that people like that existed in Montana.
Okay, we got we have several distinct groups of people which would have different accents. Like, there's just the regular folks that are just out and about have an accent, and then there's like the Hutterites, they have an accent, and then there's the Rez, and they have an accent.
And there's just Betsy standing in a room alone.
Yeah, and I'm like the Arm and Hammer in the back of the fridge, absorbing everything. Because that's how my ears work. And then there's folks that come from another area entirely, and they will have their accent. It's just like, it's all mixed up.
Yeah, accents are fun. We've only got a few here, though. Zach says Betsy was not impressed whenever I showed you the drawer. I know.
Montana is where all the dinosaurs are from.
Oh, bye, Underwood.
Well, yeah, okay, we do have a lot of
A lot of dinosaurs. I think that's what you were going to say.
Well, you go up. It's like it's the road that leads to the Canadian border. There's a bunch of sandy area. It's like sandstone sandy area where you can just find fossils, and they'll just be there.
Where? They're just out?
Yeah, just it's north towards the Canadian border for us. I mean, I'm sure there's other areas where you go into Montana. Oh, there are bones here, and they're old bones, and they're seashells on a mountain.
You're like, that's strange. I don't think I drew this hand right, but I'm too lazy to fix it, if you understand.
I can dig it.
Betsy, on a scale of 1 to 10, how lazy are you?
I have no idea how to answer that. Because it's like laziness is defined entirely by how much effort you put into not doing the thing you don't want to do. So I guess an even 5.
An even 5.
Smack dab in the middle. Because people will go hard and not seem lazy at all, but it's just something that they want to do, so they don't seem like they're lazy.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's interesting. I do a lot of illustration stuff and a lot of work like that, and people are like, "Wow, you must keep yourself very busy." Like you, I'll be like, "Damn, I wasn't productive as productive as I wanted to be," and they'll be like, "Wow, dude, you're working hard," and I'm like, "No, I'm not. It's not. No, I'm not going as hard as I should be going, you know."
I can dig it.
But then I'll be playing Apex for like 4 hours.
What's that?
It's a game.
From context clues, I figured. What kind of game?
You can tell Betsy's not in that sleepy, like, excited mode anymore. Betsy's in that I'm gonna start sassing Grant mode now.
I have almost finished my coffee.
It's that first-person shooter game. It's like Fortnite.
Ah.
You fight in a circle, but it's not as meant for 12-year-olds as Fortnite. Oh, Isa just completed a 200-day streak on Duolingo. Can we all in chat give Isa a congratulations?
Way to go! What language are you learning?
Betsy, no, not Betsy. You spoke, so my brain was like, Betsy. Isa is learning Italian in that thing. Isa, was that for Italian or was that for the other ones? Russian? Was it for Russian? Because I just looked at the thingy and it says Latin. Let's see. I'm going to leave now. Bye, scats. Unless
3 at once. Ah!
Isa
Mad one.
is a machine.
In high school, I was I wanted to learn Japanese because I was a horrible otaku, but I had to take Spanish class. So I actually wrote Kokoro instead of Corazon in Spanish and got an answer wrong. Because I was trying to do 2 at once. And I can't do it. So anybody that can, I'm very impressed.
Holly's awake. Dun 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 dun. Well, when did you start learning Japanese? Or I guess pursuing it as actively?
Yeah, high school. But then I go on and off because then I would have life that happens. So there's big old spaces of time where I wasn't learning, so you have to start over. So
Yeah, I mean that's the way it was with French. For me, I was lazy. Well, we took so many years of French, you know, because that's the second language here besides Spanish. It's pushed a lot, and I took like 12 years of French, but it was they made it so boring that I barely learned anything. Like I got like, you know, a comfortable amount of French learned, but afterwards I was like, yeah, I feel kind of bad because I don't know much French for as long as we went for it, and I've learned more in the year and a half that I've done Duolingo than I have in the I guess improper school setting. Betsy's like, that's cool.
The difference is wanting to do it, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I'm sure that's a big part of it.
Also, I'm not 100% sure the actual school. I don't remember how learning Spanish was structured exactly. But I know that nothing really stuck in my head.
Yeah.
And I think part of the reason is there's absolutely no immersion that happened in that class. Like 0. And that's your number one way of learning a language is just kind of using it in some way. Either you're reading it, the real McCoy, just like really the real stuff written by someone not trying to teach you Spanish or whatever.
I don't know, it's like...
Or listening to it.
But aren't you just stumbling at that point if you're like trying to just read a book and spend like what you're doing with Japanese is just like... Are you really learning? How can you really learn it, you know?
Well, the thing is, you learn enough of the basics to start kind of trying to listen to it. And you're not going to get everything. And you kind of have to accept that, oh, well, this sentence, I'm not far along enough to understand what's going on. But all the sentences around it, I understand. So I kind of know what's going on, and I know enough to sort of move on together and expose myself to the actual vocabulary that I'm learning in the wild.
In the wild?
So really, you're going to read the same book over and over again until you know what, as you pursue like grammar, obviously, you're going to be like, oh, this is how this grammar works. So when you see it, you know what it's trying to do. But you're trying to learn it so that you know what's happening when you encounter it. And the sooner you start trying to encounter it, the better.
Oh, hi everybody, welcome to the live stream. We're going to be talking about language for the next 3 hours.
Yeah, I know, we keep coming back to it.
And kicking off will be Betsy Lee about how was it? Japanese.
You keep coming back to Japan. I was trying to stay on French.
No, what was it? Because I was talking about something else, and then I was
well, like... Well, Isa was and her mad streak.
Oh, yeah.
I learned Russian because I have interest in Soviet Union and want to travel all over the place.
Hello, by the way, Cherry.
I want to read the original Dostoevsky. I was like, yeah, that's the goal, isn't it?
What did you just say to me?
I'm reading.
Oh, I want to be able to read. I thought you said you were reading it, and I was like,
no,
Betsy,
you're
just reading Russian now?
No, I don't know.
Betsy's like, just real casual, you know, whatever.
I am reading the chat. I should have probably announced that initially.
I'll be damned if I didn't click the wrong button. This has been really nice, Betsy. I thought you were going to be disinterested in streaming with me, so this is a really nice surprise.
Like, I ought to be doing some streaming myself, but everything that I have to work on to show is spoiler-tastic, so yeah. I don't have... Like, I don't have anything that is cut off. Everything's an establishing shot.
It's not zoomed in shots of drawers.
Right.
And now you get to watch me fuck up this hand, because that's what's gonna happen, because I don't do the hands.
It's so fascinating the different way people structure sketching.
You think?
Yeah.
How do you reckon? Or I guess, what do you find interesting about what I'm doing versus what you do? Because don't we do basically the same thing?
Well, for hands, I usually do the whole, like, it's gonna be the basic shapes first, and then I add all of the fingers and stuff, because I can't just do the proportions just, like, in my head, really. And then just do them. It's like, so, wow, you're just doing them. Mad lash.
Not quite at all. I know that the basic shapes that I need for the palm and everything, and I just kind of feel those out as I go. And then I just know basically the angles that I need, and I'll just pop those in, and then whenever I go for the ink, then I'll really clean it up. I don't like doing that thing where you just put shapes in, because then I'm like, okay, well, this is kind of like what I already knew, right? And I feel like I'm wasting my time.
I need to know where the weight is.
What's that?
I need to know where the weight is, the hard armature. Otherwise, it's going to be all papery. I don't know what the right term is.
Oh, Crab said bye. Bye, Crab. Thanks for coming in. I'll see you in Discord. What the fuck? He's a fucking... What the fuck, Betsy? I'm so tired of reading names, because I'm so bad at, like, reading a name and not saying the name that I'm currently reading when I'm talking to someone else. So when I say what the fuck, and I say the wrong person, I'm like, oh, well, I really should have said the right name, because now I'm talking to someone who doesn't know I'm joking. Oh, Holly's here. Do you mind if I add her to the call?
Okay.
That didn't sound like an affirmation. It just sounded like you went, Let's see.
On my stream, my man.
Yeah, but you are my friend here. Let's see.
Friendship means nothing.
Jesus Christ.
Ennui!
That's so rough. Yeah, I'm glad Holly can come here just in time to meet actual Betsy. There we go. You still here, Betsy?
Where?
You're still here?
Hello.
Hello, Holly.
Hello.
This is Betsy.
Hi.
Betsy, this is Holly.
Nice to meet you.
Same to you.
Now be friends.
Okay.
Bit of a tall order, Grant.
All right. Oh, goodness. How are y'all doing?
Hey, did you know Betsy does Japanese things?
Oh, you did mention.
We need to get off this con. He keeps coming back to it, and I'm like, and that's cool, because I'm excited. But it's not
I'm
cool
just
because
playing
it
with
keeps
you.
getting
I'm just playing with you.
it's like a black hole.
Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. So y'all been having fun this morning? Sorry I'm so darn late.
Oh, you're fine.
I do apologize.
Cherry says hi, Holly.
Oh, hello. Here, wait, let me get the stream open.
I heard bingo and I was like, oh my god, Betsy has a cat too. Y'all should be friends.
No. just it's just bingo.
I'm kidding.
Bingo's being a little gremlin this morning.
You got a needy cat?
I do. He's just a kitten.
He's not a fucking kitten. He's fucking
He
34 years
is.
old, Holly.
You're... Oh my gosh. He's like barely 6 months old. A complete and utter kitten.
He's a weedy teenager.
Yeah. Well, he's a baby still.
Whatever.
He might be a teenager, but he's still a baby.
You know how cringy you are when you say things like that?
And that's okay. I've come to terms with the cringe.
Holly, what was that? No, never mind. Betsy was like, no, we shouldn't keep talking about it.
Oh, alright.
I was gonna ask, what was that thing in Japanese that I was trying to tell Betsy earlier? What was that thing in Japanese you said where they don't have, you don't say like I'm doing something? Is that what it was?
Yeah. It's like included in the verb tense if you're referring to yourself.
That was it. That was another question. I was just curious.
Yeah. Like instead of saying I am drawing, you would just say drawing. Yeah. Basically,
I know it sounds weird in English, but she's right.
Kakemasu, and it means I'm drawing. But you don't actually say watashi wa kakemasu.
I'm about to sneeze 1 second.
And if there's someone else in the room that is drawing,
and
maybe you're not, you'd probably say that, and people would get from the context that that other person is drawing.
Yes,
from what I understand.
But what if you're both
have to
drawing?
Be aware of your world, Grant.
But what if you're both drawing?
Then it's
we're drawing.
Yeah. And if you really wanted to be like gung-ho about referring to you and the other person with a word, you could say watashi tachi, which is the modifier for watashi. Tachi means multiple people. Watashi tachi wa kakemasu.
You see what I'm talking about, Betsy?
No, I get it. You're alone.
Oh, shit. I'm so pleased. Okay. I think you sent me a picture of your cat, actually, haven't you, Betsy?
I'm sure I have.
I need to go look it up so I can show Holly.
I've got 2 cats.
Kitties.
Ooh, what are their names?
I've got Axel and Papillon.
Oh, Papillon. I remember fucking Papillon.
Papillon is the older one. Axel we got last year.
He's a baby.
No, 2 years ago, technically.
He's a baby.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god, the historical moment of Betsy and Holly meeting. Wow, this is it. Wow.
Oh yeah.
Is it?
I guess.
I'll have to take his word for it.
That's what easy fucking easy. That's what Isa said in chat. I didn't know if that was you or Holly making that noise.
No, that's me.
It's like, what an interesting...
I'm trying to read chat. I'm leaning over. Because I'm distracted by Blender.
Betsy's trying to do things in Blender currently.
Oh wow, Blender.
I don't know what she's trying to do, but...
Blender is a beast to tackle. So I do respect anyone who can even like do anything in it.
Apparently it's got a good 2D brush now.
Oh, the grease pencil?
Which I don't even understand how that's a thing, but whatever.
That's what I'm currently working in. Like, every stroke becomes kind of like a 3D object.
That sounds difficult.
Interesting.
I mean, it just makes the only thing that's difficult about it is navigating the interface, really, because you can't just lasso something and change it. You have to change to a different mode. Because, like what you would do in with a 3D object. So.
Because of the way you end some of your sentences, Betsy, you end them like high, so I don't know that that's the end of your sentence. So I just like pause and wait. And I'm like, is this Japanese?
It's... Quit it! I'm gonna mention ennui again.
Do what?
I'm gonna mention ennui again.
Yeah, whenever we started the live stream, Betsy was like super chipper and like just very excited. And I'm like, wow, I've never seen Betsy like excited for anything except for like me posting about my funeral. And as we've gone on, Betsy's chilled out a little bit. And I'm like, there it is. There. Strawberry goes, Betsy sounds tired.
Do I?
All right, bye,
Maybe
Ash.
about a certain language.
I think it's just because your accent, Betsy.
It could be the gunk in my throat.
Well, my voice, whenever I wake up, my voice is super deep. And it's not like that anymore, so... Goodbye, Ash.
Bye, Ash. Goodbye.
The secret to sounding awake when you only just woke up half an hour ago is taking that half an hour to pet your cat.
True.
I didn't
That's what I
know.
did.
I thought that was serious, and I was like, how is that affecting your throat?
Well, it does wake you up.
How does it wake you up?
Well, with Bingo, he doesn't like sit still. So if I want to pet him, I gotta like run around.
Oh, Holly.
Okay.
You're so...
I'll be over here.
Holly,
just-
no.
I'll just cry in the
Baby,
corner. It's
no.
fine. No, don't worry about it.
Edit mode. No.
I like hearing Betsy talk to herself while she does Blender things, but like not really talk to herself, just kind of like this, like...
Indescript rambling.
It's like me fucking with things. Let's see. I need to put this
You'll
in
never
here.
know what I'm upset about.
Oh, no.
Holly, I swear to God. Oh, I just realized I have to... Ooh.
What?
I have to put this over this thing, and it's not gonna look good. Oof. You know that thing where I put the texture over my shots?
Mm-hmm.
I have to do that for this, but the drawer moves. So it'll like move through the texture, and I don't want that. So I'm gonna have to...
So it'll kind of look like chowder. Like that
yeah,
sort of
and I hate
situation.
that look.
Really? I adore that look.
Yeah, I saw you use it, Betsy.
I know.
I'm just kidding, Betsy. It's
Which
fine
is
if
why
you do it.
everybody's like, oh, you know you need to move the texture. I'm like, I know. I'm doing it on
I
purpose.
just want to annoy you, says almost said Isa, says Betsy.
I think it's neat.
It's okay. I mean, it's just not my thing, you know.
What if you cut it and moved it with
What
the
I should
drawer?
do, and it's just long, but what I should do is take the layer with the moving drawer, bring it into a symbol above itself, use that as a mask, move the, and then I should move the texture with it, and then that's what I should do. But like I was telling Betsy earlier, I'm just so fucking lazy, Holly. Goodbye, Strawberry. Thanks for coming.
Goodbye, strawberry.
It's not like the texture is a... like, the texture is over everything, right?
Yeah, but I don't want things to move and the texture
Like-
not move.
Well, do you have the same texture? It looks like it's the exact same texture over everything. So
Yeah.
it's more like a film filter grain.
Yeah,
Oh,
Wait.
it's not, is it over everything?
but
Is
Okay.
it
the
only
texture
over the
isn't.
background?
The texture isn't over the things that move. Like the people aren't behind the texture.
Ah, okay. Well,
It's
never
like
mind.
a Ghibli film. It's like whenever you see like the paint strokes or anything, like you can see the art, but the characters don't have any of that on there because they're cell animation. And I find it's not distracting there, so I'm just trying to find a good way that I can make it work here and not be distracted. And I'll do it. It's not very, it's not difficult. It's just time consuming. But I'm lazy, like I've said many a time.
You don't even necessarily have to move it exactly with the drawer. Just like
Yeah.
move it.
Just make it look fresh-ish, I guess. I look at it. And then I would have to do that on top. Ooh, this is such a clusterfuck. I should have thought about this before. Oh, silly Grant, you silly boy. For this shot, I could just have it not have a texture, or just put the drawer in front. Look, I could just do something for this shot, and then the rest of them could just be better managed. I'm talking to myself. Sorry.
No, you're fine. Cherry says, I still can't get over easy learning your fifth language. What the?
Yeah,
The sentence told me to get a
lot
job.
of the languages.
Izzy, you're crazy.
Goals.
You crazy. Either you're certifiably insane.
I'm struggling with 2.5 languages over here.
I'm struggling with English. What are you talking about?
English is like knowing several languages, only
Only
not.
How do you
You
reckon?
can't really use any of them.
Exactly.
How do you reckon English is like several languages?
Well, it is. It's made up of several languages.
Can you say that in a more of a tone that you're like, Grant, you fucking idiot?
Well, was that taking the piss and I missed it? I mean, it could be.
No, I'm just playing.
I've got split conversation.
I'm only playing
Sitting
with
here
you.
working wall-eyed.
Betsy doesn't finish her sentence.
I did.
No, you didn't.
Oh, did you cut out?
Well, you what?
Sitting here working wall-eyed.
Wild-eyed?
That's the last thing I said.
Wild-eyed? Oh.
Wall-eyed.
Wall-eyed? What is this?
It's the opposite of cross-eyed.
What in the world?
Oh, it's like your eyes go off in 2 different directions, like that sort of
Yeah.
situation. I see. Wall-eyed.
Betsy, with your languages.
Am I too esoteric?
No,
Too
you're
many
fine.
words.
It's too many languages. You're just too big-brained.
Falsehood.
Zach's out here says peasant Grant only knows English.
It's true.
Mm.
I do French.
Vraiment?
What? I'm just playing with you. I do that a lot.
Mm.
I'm like, oh, I'm just playing with you.
Yeah.
Do a lot of
you are just
playing.
playing.
I'm getting around actually doing the line work for the hand. I don't know if you've noticed. I haven't done the hand.
Oh
yet.
yeah.
I keep not
You
doing
get to it.
It's just so frustrating.
on.
I just don't
Go
like it.
on.
Go on, get.
Go on, get.
And Betsy.
Get gone.
Oh, I just realized that Betsy's in this.
Yeah, you've got a Betsy.
Yeah,
in here
Betsy's
already.
in. Not you, Betsy. I'm talking about my Aunt Betsy.
Do you actually have an Aunt Betsy?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
She sounded like this. Sounded very North Louisiana. Her voice is kind of shrill. Kind of didn't throw it like that.
Mm.
She was really nice. She made some fucking kick-ass biscuits.
Ooh. Legendary biscuits.
The legend of the legendary biscuits.
Oh yeah.
Narrated by Betsy Lee.
Man.
Holly, look at this shot. Do you think I should have that screen filter off to the left?
Let me see. Oh,
Cherry's
You, like, flick it
leaving.
back and
Goodbye,
forth?
Cherry.
Oh. Bye, Jerry. Bye-bye.
Yeah, look, I'll flick it back and forth. I think I ought to leave it off.
It just now occurs to me. You're working in Adobe Animate,
Uh-huh.
and they have blending modes.
Yeah, the little filters. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, about time.
I've been using
Yeah.
that since 2017.
Yeah. They got around to it eventually.
Betsy.
Like, I'm shocked. I'm like, holy crap, they have blending modes now. And I'm like, I guess they eventually figured it out, huh? Good for them.
Yeah.
'Cause they had blending modes technically, but they had to be a movie clip.
Oh.
In
In order
Isa.
for,
They had the blending modes
so
for
good.
like 10 years, though.
This is Isa.
I don't know. But in CS6 and before, the only way for you to get blending modes on anything was to turn the object into a movie clip, which of
Yeah.
course wouldn't play in the timeline.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, yeah, well, that's
So
what you have to
it's
do.
the weirdest thing.
Well, that's what I have to do.
Are these movie clips?
The overlays are.
Well, there you go.
But if I need to have an effect that moves like that, I'm gonna make each one a movie clip inside of a graphic. So each frame will have a movie clip on it that will move accordingly, which is very time consuming and boring and difficult, but
Okay, so it hasn't changed much. I was like, "Wow, you're working in Blender," and I was like, "Blending modes," and I guess it works now because you're actually using it. I was like, "Why would you use it if it was still the convoluted way?" Oh, because you just wanted to. Okay, fair.
But Grant, to answer your should it be there or not? If you want to do like a lot of work, like adding a shadow off from the hand onto the desk, then you should keep the screen in. But if you don't want to do that, then you could take the screen out.
I guess hear me out, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
What if I didn't want to do that?
And you just wanted to keep the screen in?
Yeah, what if I was like minimum, what if I was like the minimum amount of work kind of person?
Then stop right now and put it out.
Okay.
And that'd be great. Mm-hmm.
What a surprising level of seconds.
Okay. You going on about, I don't want to put much work in after I just learned that you're using blending modes, even though they're still the same stupid way they've ever been.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I was like, I don't believe you. You put in a lot of work.
He does put in a lot of work.
Much.
It's just, I don't know. It's like you're trying really hard, but it's in a program that's very, it holds you back a lot. So like, does it really count? Like, does this really count as like hard work if I'm having to like?
I think
fight
it
this
does,
program?
Grant. I think that it does.
I find it
I
doesn't.
think that is the definition of it, isn't it? If I'm understanding this correctly. I might not be. I need more coffee.
My God. It occurred to me.
That's a good idea. I'm gonna do that.
What's that?
I'm getting coffee.
Yeah, that's fine. It occurred to me after the fact, Holly, that I didn't have to like make these pins in this drawer. Like I didn't have to animate these pins bouncing into this drawer. I could have just had them sitting on top of the desk, and he just picks it up, and it would have had the exact same effect. And I'm sitting here
but this
like,
is pretty.
I reckon. I mean,
and I remember you really liked this shot.
I really do like it.
Yeah. That's the important bit, that's all.
What, Holly, with your friendliness?
Grant is like one of those classmates you had in high school who they're so bad and lazy and never learned for tests but get straight A's all the way.
It's not true though, because I don't get straight A's. That's the problem.
I don't know about that one.
It's true.
I don't know.
It's the truth.
Oh, he had a 3.6, I guess.
I did have a 3.6 in school.
Oh my goodness. Like all A's and like maybe a B.
It was really just the math. Math brought me down really, really hard.
Oh.
Because math was just, I don't know. I had bad teachers, but
Gym class.
I need a very good teacher for math.
Yeah.
You weren't good at gym, Betsy?
Like that one brought me down.
You got graded in gym?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't you?
No.
Isn't that like a thing?
You're talking about physical education?
Yeah.
Oh.
Phys ed.
How could you?
You didn't get what? Yeah, you get grades in gym.
Yeah, but how could you bomb a physical ed?
The miles hurt us, Grant. I don't know if you understand. No.
I'm just imagining.
I don't. Okay, it might have something to do with the psychology of the school that I went to that thought sports was the most important thing in the world. And so therefore.
No. Says an artist to an artist.
I'm sorry, you were saying?
Anyway, I thought it was very important, so I guess, like, they want you to achieve a certain level of physical success in order to not in order to not get a C or D, I had to take the extra credit,
Ooh,
which was run a mile every day. Ugh.
Why
that's
would you
fun.
groan?
That's a fun one.
I didn't want to do that in school when I had other things to do, like you staying up late and getting actually other homework done, and then you have to run a mile. In addition to phys ed class, it was terrible.
Oof.
I say run a mile in quotes. It was a shuffle a mile.
What was your pace? Well, you run now, don't you?
I run in summer. I do aerobic
Why would you run in the
crap
summer?
on the inside in winter.
Oh, I forgot that you live in the North Pole, and
It's witch tit degrees out.
it's which 10 degrees. I went running the other night, and it was 40 degrees in my. Never mind, I can't make that joke. It was 40 degrees last night.
Honestly, it hasn't really been that bad. We've had, obviously we've had 15 degrees for the most part, but then all of a sudden it'll be 36.
I like that
one
you
day
act like
we
that's a
had
big
the
leap
maddest
up.
wind and it was 50.
50. Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'm like, oh, we're putting off the really raw winter until February this year, huh?
That sounds like a fun time.
Sounds fucking horrible. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I like that Betsy was like, yeah, I went from 15 to 35, and I'm like, those are the same to me. Like, you want to hear some?
For a nice 6-kilometer walk in the 36.
You want to hear some temperature elitism? Talk to Isa about it being cold. Isa and I were talking the other day, and I was like, yeah, the fucking house got down to like 64 degrees or something like that, 59, I think I said, because it got really cold that one time. We haven't turned the heater on yet this winter, and I was like, yeah, I got cold as shit, and Isa was like, that's not cold, and I was like, in your house, Isa? Isa was like, that's like summer weather.
I mean, kind of, sort of. Like, it is a little obtrusive.
Yo, whatever. Everyone living on the Antarctic Circle.
I was like,
59 degrees
59 degrees. Well, she's right there. 59 is nothing.
Inside your house?
Down to 50. If it's getting down to 50 in your house, then you start a fire.
We don't have a fireplace, so we just start burning the walls.
Turn on the heater if you're modern, I guess.
We used to have a fireplace. It was really nice. And now we moved to this new place that doesn't have one. And I miss it. I miss putting my feet next to the fire.
Oh.
It was
That's
cozy.
sad.
Yeah, it was just so cozy, and now it's so not. They wouldn't last in our element, Grant. Yeah, I'm curious to see what northern people would think of the southern heat and humidity.
I was like, I'm sure it's the humidity that's probably the miserable bit. It was Montana's weird in that we're not known for being. People think we're known for being cold. We're not that cold, not compared to our neighbors.
You mean like, as people, y'all aren't cold, or like the temperature's not cold?
Like the temperature
Oh,
isn't
okay.
really
I thought-
considered cold.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, maybe to folks that are not from the north, it would be considered cold, but compared to other northern states, you're like, it's not that cold. It's the fact that it will jump in temperature or fall in temperature in the matter of a couple hours. That's weird.
Yeah, that is
We're
weird.
extreme. We're just extreme.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
we
yeah, 'cause
have
you guys are
100
like
degree
landlocked.
weather and 100 below. And it could
Jesus.
be the space of a day.
Oh shoot.
The ashes that you were burnt into the other day are now freezing into a little block.
Yeah, the heat won't get you. It's the humidity mixed with the heat down
Oh,
south.
yeah.
Yeah, because it's
It's-
like you can survive in like hot weather, like if it's not wet. But if it's wet, you just like can't breathe anymore, and it's not a fun time.
Well, I tell you, ever since my gills came in, it's been pretty. I find that it's pretty manageable. You know.
Oh, I see. You're still struggling though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I definitely can't. No.
Uh-huh.
I had my Atlantean cousins over there. I'm kidding. I was gonna stop this joke. This is dumb.
I know your persona.
I actually don't. I hate scalies.
And as well. It's oh my gosh. What? Because they're. Oh my goodness.
That's just. I mean, what can you do? You know. They just look
What
like
do you mean,
fish.
what can you do?
They just look like fish.
But they're like people fish.
Not to me.
What?
Mermaids.
Mermaids. The humidity would kill them instantly. I would die in summer, says Isa. I already die here in Germany with 104 degrees Fahrenheit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
104 is a bit.
it gets like
crisp.
105, 106 around here.
Yeah.
not
I remember
bad.
I lived in Florida for a while. That we topped out at like 114 with like 70-80% humidity.
That's good running
And
weather.
it was just, it's like you can't walk. Like you try to take a step and there's like a brick of water in front of you, and you're already sweating
like
out
slow
all of your
motion in a pool.
moisture. Exactly. It's not fun.
What if it was
Oh,
fun?
It's not.
Looking out a dirty old window. My stomach's growling. I want to go eat.
Yep.
Well, I didn't eat breakfast because we're going to eat lunch, but I just realized that we're not eating lunch till 1.
Oh.
And I
Use
can't-
your little egg thing.
well, I can't
Make a
give
couple
up.
eggs.
I made all the eggs yesterday.
Oh no!
I don't know.
Tragedy.
I know.
Oh my goodness.
I tend to faint when it gets too hot, says Isa. I don't know, it just
Oh,
happens.
no.
My circulation collapses. Oh, Jesus.
Uh-oh.
Zach goes, you don't adapt to humidity. You contemplate killing yourself every time you go outside.
That is the truth.
Ah, okay, there it is.
I'm not going to be a drama queen. It's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather be too cold than too hot, though. At least I can put on a scarf.
Yeah, you can't really do anything
I'm gonna
about
have
heat.
to agree.
But she's like,
But I would prefer to...
Hey, go on.
Well, I would prefer to have consistent, like, warmer weather rather than consistent cold weather. Because I get very, very depressed if it's just too cold outside. I don't know. It's not
But
a
you
fun
have
time.
jackets and you have bingo.
I know. But, like, there's so much prep in, like, going outside when it's cold. You're like, oh, I gotta wear this jacket, and I gotta wear this jacket, and I gotta put on, like, long socks on top of these socks.
Yeah.
And I gotta find shoes that are nice, that don't, like, let the cold seep in. It's just not... I don't have, like, a weather wardrobe. You know?
I'm just
And I'm
imagining.
too lazy to have a weather wardrobe.
Oh, yeah.
Or winter wardrobe. Hey, bingo.
Betsy says, I guess Betsy listens as she sits there and at just a ball of fabric, a wad of fabric that is Betsy Lee.
I actually, what's the temperature in here? I'm wearing short sleeves, actually.
Must be nice.
Oh, I don't have my temperature thing died.
Your
I don't know.
thermostat?
Woohoo! The battery's exploded.
Uh-oh.
Acid
Bingo,
everywhere.
I can move these sketchbooks that you're laying on top of. Here, enjoy.
I don't know if that's fixable. Okay.
What would you do to save your failing marriage?
What?
What?
Huh?
Hey, darling.
What?
Emil's asking some questions. I still have to go to work. Emil's like, where do you work? Isa's like, a vague answer. Emil goes, what do you have to do? Isa's like, vague answer. Colder is better in my opinion, says Zach, yeah. Jesus Christ.
I guess it depends
Me
on
too,
what
Isa.
you, also what you do.
Do what, Betsy?
Also depends on what you do.
What do you mean?
Like if you're doing a lot of work, physical strenuous activity, you would want it to be colder. But if you're
True.
sitting here drawing,
Yeah.
you don't want your fingers freezing.
No, you're correct, Isa.
Yeah, no, exactly.
I was just playing with you.
Bingo's being a gremlin. You want to say hi, Bingo? Oh,
Oh my god.
Bingo.
She didn't spell Betsy. She didn't spell bingo like a normal person would spell bingo. She spelled bingo like a tourist would spell bingo.
Why do you always insist on telling everyone?
I just think it's really funny that you chose to name that cat that.
Oh my god, why wouldn't I though? This is how you spell bingo. It's in the chat.
Did you put it in chat?
Yeah,
It's not in chat.
it just put it.
Yeah,
there.
it is.
Oh, you mean I thought you meant Discord chat.
Oh no.
But it's like, yeah, it is, you fucking idiot.
Is drawing hands hard? No.
You know Holly does art too?
Mm. No, I'll just be over here. Don't worry about it. Oh goodness. Drawing hands is okay once you like understand how a hand works.
Betsy was actually just showing me some of her... Just kidding. Betsy, you draw hands really well.
I enjoy drawing hands.
That is something not everyone would do.
Not everyone would agree with, I imagine.
Yeah. Hands is nice though. Drawing hands. Once you like get it.
Bingo isn't Cajun. Is Bingo from around here? I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, from the hurricanes. But the first hurricane, they found him and all his little siblings.
Where was he?
He was off on the street somewhere.
Aw, can you imagine a little Bingo on the streets?
Yeah, and he was a real baby. He was like maybe, oh goodness, divide Bingo by 5, and that's how big he was when they found him.
He was just hanging out.
He was like, what's up,
Yeah.
smoking a cigarette? He was like, I'm gonna go down to the Circle K later, you want something?
He was just vibing. That's all. Bingo, Bingo. He's somewhere.
Big. Hey, Betsy.
Hmm?
Do you like the Beach Boys?
No.
Fuck.
Blunt. That's how you gotta deal with
But
it.
have you listened to all of the Beach Boys?
I don't know.
Did you say that because you knew that I like the Beach Boys?
Look,
You did, didn't you?
you're saying it way too much in choir, so I'm sick of it.
What a mean person. What'd you say?
What a mean person.
Wait, what did you
She
say,
said
Betsy?
she's. Oh my goodness.
I said we sang way too much of it in choir,
It's good
in
music.
and I'm sick of it.
Do you imagine just hating yourself as much as Betsy Lee hates herself?
Oh my
I'm
god.
just kidding.
Thank goodness.
No, I understand. But their later stuff is really good.
I'll take your word for it.
You fucker.
You're like, let's get a rhythm bot in here. Let's get some party.
Like
Oh,
if you're
my music
playing,
stopped.
if you're playing Beach Boy music in your stream, I'm not hearing it.
No, I'm not. But I was just thinking about it because it's good music.
Oh. I wonder if I can save this. Oh. Dang it.
Do you like Beach Boys? No. Oh, that's
Yeah, I'm
funny.
not great at impromptu.
No, that was great. That was
I
immaculate.
just don't understand the hate.
The hate. She doesn't say she hated him.
She might as well have. Did you hear that fucking distaste?
Unless
my
you are
God.
virulently for the thing I love, you hate it.
If you're not out there with me waving a sign. I think this hand's gonna look like garbage, but I guess we'll find out.
Wrong one.
Issa, you should try drawing some ancient statues, like the ones I sent you earlier. I think that'd be really nice in your style. I sent these to Betsy earlier. I'll also send them to you because they're not in this chat anymore.
Yes, do share.
I did these this morning. Ancient statues, so make them sexy. Are you telling me that Statue of David isn't sexy enough? He says, if that's what you're trying to fucking tell me. I just don't know if I
Oh, that's
believe
really
that.
nice. I like this.
Yeah, it's okay. I'll,
Subarashi.
the head came out too big yet again.
I don't think the head came out too big.
I think it did.
I think maybe it's just like he's got like a little bit of a long neck.
Yeah, because have you seen these things? They look like goblins. I'm saving it, really. I'm kidding.
Well, I think if you wanted to keep the actual neck proportion, you'd need to make his biceps a little bigger. Because he's got like little...
Yeah, and that's the problem with doing it in
arms.
pen is there were so many points where I wanted to like turn around and do something again, and I'm like, well, this is it. This is what we've got.
You'd have to start over.
Back in my day. Yeah, Isa actually took a trip and saw the Statue of David.
Oh, wow.
And did some drawings of him.
Very nice.
Me too, torpedo.
Betsy, pop quiz.
Hey.
What's a meter in feet?
Meter in feet?
Yeah, what's 1 meter in feet?
It's not
many
quite 3 feet.
It's like a yard?
It's similar to
Ish.
a yard.
Yeah.
That was it. That's the end of the quiz.
It's okay. I'd have to first think of do all of the math because I know what it's 30 something centimeters to a foot, so not quite 30. So it is around 3 feet ish.
Emil said.
Oh, a meter is like a little bit more than a foot.
Yeah.
Or a yard.
Oh, yard, yeah. The conversion from like American measurements and everybody else's, the magic number seems to be 30.
Mm-hmm.
There's a 32 calculation, go from Fahrenheit to Celsius.
Yeah, I remember they tried to make us learn the conversion from Celsius to Fahrenheit, and it's like 30 or this divided by this minus 32 or plus 32 or something. I can never remember it, so I always just go to Google. Yeah, that's about right. Here, let me actually look up the formula. Celsius
You
to
could
Fahrenheit
just
formula.
remember.
That's That's the bit that I didn't get from school.
All right.
To convert temperatures in degrees Celsius to Fahrenheit, you multiply by 1.8 and then add 32.
Wonky, that's how that works.
Yeah, that is a bit strange. And then from Fahrenheit to Celsius is you subtract 32 first, and then you divide by 1.8. I do suppose.
Fallen says, is breathing good?
Typically.
I find it to be a waste.
Especially
Oh
in
no. In humidity, yeah. Exactly.
Nope.
Is that because we do
Yes.
Timp and Calvin's, dog? Here on the surface of the sun.
Emil out here asking the hard questions. Oh my.
Jesus Christ. If this chat gets too dangerous, I'm gonna start banning people. Fuck off.
We're out here.
I'm not even using my previous frames to animate this. I feel like it's gonna come out ugly as sin.
No.
Because of that reason. Let me start using that. Betsy, do you do roughs and then do ink, or what do you do? Do you how many layers? Because I know Holly does like 3 layers of roughs before she even touches the ink.
Yeah, I have to.
And I'm curious to see what other people do.
Kinda, sorta. For the keys, it's really rough, and then slightly less rough sketching, and then inking. And for other things in between, it is mostly just the roughs. And then inking. My roughs are mad rough, so... Or mad scribbly. There we go. Aces. Let's get this one.
This is gonna come out like...
Oh,
I don't know why I do this, but like I'll animate a whole shot and then watch it play out because I'm like, I don't want to realize that it's not working, I guess, halfway through. So I'll just commit and be like, no, we're just gonna do this.
Okay, what am I doing wrong? There we go.
A message from Jake. Have you been getting work done, hopefully, Betsy?
Like right now?
Or I guess it's much work during the stream. Or do you find that we're derailing your productivity?
So that's a yes.
Yeah, I just felt bad because Betsy was like, I can't talk and do things at the same time. I'm like, oh no, I brought her to a place where she must talk the whole fucking time.
Oh, at least we're having a fun time.
Yeah, we're having it's good.
Midget.
What'd you say? All right, cool.
Yeah.
I'm a midget.
Oh, I see.
No, you're not.
No, you're fine.
There's a new function in this program that I want to use, but it's weird.
Can Grant animate this drawer? Let's find out.
That is the question.
If you could pick a name other than Holly, what would you pick, Holly?
When I was real little, I wanted something like disgustingly, like pretty, like quote
Like
unquote,
Sasuke?
pretty. I want to like crystal or like emerald or something.
Crystal.
But thinking back, I was like, oh, I'm glad that I don't have like a what I wanted when I was 8. I'm good with Holly. I like Holly.
No. Someone has a gun to my head and they're like, pick a new name, Holly.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just kidding. I'm just playing with you.
I'd go with my middle name.
I like your middle name.
Yeah.
It's weird that you didn't say it just now, though.
Oh.
I'm just playing.
What if I'm keeping a
people
secret?
to
You don't
out
know.
their middle name.
I thought that's what you were doing. That's why I didn't say it. I'm not going to force anything, Betsy. Betsy Harold Lee.
Why would you out her like that? Oh my goodness.
Grant Zanzibar Woolley.
Yes, yeah. Hollersaurus. Isa, what did we just talk about? No.
Yeah. That's so dumb. What did we just talk about? Betsy, if you could have another name, what would you pick?
Meh.
It would just be Matt.
I knew you were coming at me.
Yeah, that's why I asked Holly first. I'm like, well, Betsy will know where this is going, and then Betsy will have time to pick one.
It didn't.
And Betsy's like, and so I didn't pick one.
Well, back when I was a kid, I wanted to be called Benjamina,
Ooh.
so I could have Ben as a nickname. So it's like, I have best of both worlds, girl and boy name. When I was a
Ooh.
kid, so it was like I wanted a name with several possibilities.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know now. Isabel, I guess.
Isabel.
That's the one I picked for Spanish class. And I'm like, I like that name, which isn't much different than my name already. So it's like I barely have to change anything because Isabel is also another name for Elizabeth.
Oh yeah.
Well, Beth would work too.
Yeah, that is the one thing that I am not super happy about with my name. There are no like nickname possibilities for Holly.
Holler?
Wow.
Hall and
great.
Oates.
That's.
Yeah, so it's just Holly.
You fucking heard. Fucking Zach calls me Gritler.
I spit all over my screen. This is not good for Corona times, Grant. Can't just say things.
Fucking, they call me Grunt. What do you mean? You got it hard.
Hollerino. I'll take it. Holland, yeah.
Grant. G Money.
G Money. G Money is a good one.
That's so lame. Are you kidding me?
I think it's fun.
Okay, this hand came out nice. I was doubting myself, but let me now remove the other two layers of hands.
Not what I want.
Bingo, that's my napkin, not yours. Give it back. Big Papa, thank you for that one as well, Zach.
Grant, Big Papa, Little Papa.
Bingo, if you're not going to sleep in this
Isasaurus.
bed I have up here.
Vote to legally change his name to Isasaurus. All in favor say Gesundheit. Gesundheit. 2 out of 3 voted yes, so it passes.
Passes. Sorry, Isasaurus, that's your new name. We don't make the rules, even though we just did.
Grant alter ego Grunt Willie.
Grunt Willie. Oh no.
Terrifying.
I'm actually surprised you picked a new name, Betsy. I was expecting not to play along, but I'm glad that you did.
I'll play along when I can come up with something.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck is this? Oh, I see. I'm an idiot. I'll be darned.
Thump, thump, thump.
Holly,
Oh, sorry about all the noise.
For teen. Come on.
What?
You know what I should do? Rather than put myself in a hole later, I'm going to duplicate this layer and then color this one so that I can... Darn it, I misdid that.
Oh no.
My stomach's screaming at me.
You should get some food.
Why don't you mind your own bit?
Oh my gosh.
Isa goes, I take on my new name with grace. I love that. Bruh, I was watching Full Metal Alchemist and then my sister was like, Flores, stop watching right now and watch Brotherhood instead because it's better.
Yeah? Well, I think you should watch both of them, with watching Full Metal Alchemist, the original series, first. But that's only if you have, like, lots and lots of hours to spend. But Brotherhood, if you only have a certain amount of time, you should just watch Brotherhood.
We're gonna do that thing that Betsy doesn't want to do. Hey, Betsy.
Oh?
I'm kidding. What's that manga you're reading?
What manga?
Are you being serious?
Yeah, I want to know what it is.
Yoroiden Samurai Troopers. It's for 12-year-old boys.
Oh, I thought it was like a. I thought it was one that Holly might know.
I have not heard of it. What is it
Okay,
again?
in English, the original. I don't know how old you are, but in English, the original's name for the anime was Ronin Warriors.
Oh, I've heard of that.
It used to be. It was one of the old Toonami ones. But there was a manga. It would never made it into English, so I ordered it in Japanese so I can practice my Japanese.
Oh wow!
Also because I'm mad obsessed with, well, Yoroiden Samurai Troopers because I'm a crazy person.
Well, I've not heard of it, but I do. I applaud you for getting the Japanese and just doing it. Do they have like the hiragana alongside the kanji?
Yeah, they have furigana. It's fabulous.
Okay, good. Because I don't know how else.
It's one of the good things about getting stuff that's aimed at kind of a preteen age group. You get all the glory of kanji, but they tell you exactly what it is.
Yeah. Definitely. I'm doing Duolingo for Japanese, and I'm finally in like the well, it kind of tossed me into like the kanji learning portion of it. So I'm finally learning kanji after I learning hiragana in like high school and katakana in high school, and I never bothered with kanji because it was just too complicated. But I'm understanding like at least a few more. Like I've got like maybe 5 that I understand now, so that's good.
I'm reading a lot of stuff aimed at little boys. I know Demon.
I know Demon.
Demon and Dead. I do know Dead. Oh, and Magic. I don't know that one.
Well, there's actually a couple of different like magic-related ones. It's just like, this is a something related to magic. It's the one that is part of Yoja. Mystical would be more accurate, I guess.
I see. Interesting.
I don't know if I could use any of these kanji in practical application.
Yeah.
I not to break the conversation, but I finished the rough animation on that hand and I roughly colored it. What do you think, hon?
Ooh, let me see.
It's currently saving,
looks really
so it's
nice.
paused, but give it a
Oh
second.
no, it's playing for me. Oh, I guess
It'll pause in a second and then it'll come back. But Betsy, you can look as well. But last time you looked, you were displeased,
Just
uninterested.
I like it. That turned out really, really nice.
Looks fine to me.
Yeah, whatever, Betsy.
And I honestly think you can leave the texture just like
I
that.
don't know. It looks. It's the.
I like it.
Barely tell. It's not a very drastic texture.
Yeah, it's not like what
I can
Chowder
just-
did with like
I reckon-
fabric patterns.
Let me try this rather. Because the hand definitely needs to not be there. So I need to split the grit up off of this. Name this. I'm actually naming my layers. I know, everybody. It's a crazy world we live in. This needs to go here, and then this can stay here. Yeah. Okay. So that kind of made. I think for this one shot, I can make it. I can do it. I think I can make it. I think I can leave the texture underneath the. I guess on top of the moving animation for this one shot.
Okay.
But yeah, what do you think about that? I put the hand above the texture.
Oh, that's good.
You can give me your professional opinion as well, Betsy Lee.
Again, I don't really see much wrong with it.
You didn't see the. I reckon.
Maybe I'm a little behind.
No, you're fine. It's like 7 seconds. I just moved the hand above the texture so it looked better.
Yeah, I did see you had the texture over the coloring at least before, so it's good now.
Nope, that looks cool.
We'll see. I'm excited to animate the pins. I think it came off a bit of a flex though. As a bit of a flex, I think. And I'm not trying to do that, but I think that's how it came out because it's like, well, you put a lot of effort in these pins, and I'm like, yeah.
Why is that working now? It's because it's tiny, isn't it? Okay.
Girls, same. Anyway, so Isa.
Shoot, I don't even have to mask that. Whew.
The hand looks like a dumpster on that fucking statue drawing I sent you.
Let me see again. Oh, it's fine. You didn't pen.
Yeah, but I usually do hands better. It's not up to not up to snuff.
Yeah.
Almost a scruff.
You can just try again. I think it'd be really interesting if you did like a figure drawing of the David statue like every few days or something, just to see your progression and how comfortable you get drawing it.
365 David drawings.
Oh my goodness.
It's like you're animating it.
You could animate a turnaround.
My god, that'd be so cool.
Mm-hmm.
But 365 frames of it.
Ah. Well, you could do like multiple turnarounds.
No, it's just, it's
like...
one turnaround. You have to do 365 different angles.
Uh-oh.
That doesn't seem right.
Talking to us or Blender?
What?
Are you talking to us or Blender?
I'm actually talking to Flash.
Oh, I didn't know you were in Flash.
Well, I'm okay, I'm getting my colors from my Flash file. I have to copy the hex code. Paste it into a palette. And I hope No.
Eva says, I just ordered 16 ounces of Canadian maple syrup.
Nice. It's gonna be good syrup.
Yeah, you have to shotgun it.
Yeah, that's the American Canadian way.
The Canadian way, you just pour it on snow.
Yeah, actually, I've always wanted to do that.
What?
I don't know if that's a legit thing.
It is, isn't it?
I'm not sure. I heard it's a legit thing. It's like, I
Yeah.
don't eat maple syrup straight, so I wouldn't know. I've never tried it.
Yeah, when there's like fresh snow, you go outside and you dump like lines of maple syrup. You
Oh,
get a stick
wow.
and you roll up the maple syrup, and it's like a putty sort of taffy
I haven't
situation.
had that, but my neighbor put syrup on snow probably like 20 years ago,
We'll fancy that.
and I ate it. A small grandchild ate it. Grant-shaped child.
Oh, boy.
I'm sorry, what was that, Betsy?
What did I just...
Do you have an opinion?
Oh my
do.
goodness.
What'd you say?
Who, me?
Yeah, you, Betsy.
She said, I don't
I'm
know.
saying, I'm getting mad at my program.
It's doing its best. Don't get mad.
Okay, Grant, you say as you scream at Flash crashing on you for the 12th
I
time
don't
today.
scream at Flash. And by the way, this is anime. I'd appreciate if you didn't disrespect animate like that. Thank you.
Oh my goodness.
Actually, I would appreciate it if you didn't disrespect Flash like that, because CS6 doesn't crash all that often. The old version of Flash doesn't crash much. It's weird.
Actually, Sweaty, this is a pristine working piece of equipment, and
Oh my goodness.
I'd appreciate if you didn't. I'll have to Twitter ban you. We'll have to cancel you on Twitter. What would Betsy's fans be called?
Don't give them a name. I will
Her
give them an identity.
Holly. Betsy's name is Warlord of Noodles on Twitter. I guess on that's her handle.
Can you type it?
Yes. So we should make up a name for her people.
Don't do that.
Oh.
I misspelled noodles.
Warlord of Noodles. I think you should call them Noodles. I think that'd be funny.
We can't because Betsy said we couldn't.
Oh.
It's unofficial. This is a bootleg.
What the heck?
I feel like I'm watching a Bob Ross video, says Suri. I get that a lot, actually.
Why did I save? That was stupid.
Uh-oh.
Thump.
Sorry, Bingo was going for the napkin again. I had to grab it quickly.
The forbidden fruit.
Bounty napkins. Crunchy.
I like you laughed yourself and we're just sitting here.
I thought it was funny. Oh, he's eating it. No, baby, stop it.
Let him eat it. Find out.
No, here. Okay, fine. Bingo, here.
Don't
Have a
let
napkin.
him do things.
No, let him.
Bingo.
No, let him.
Napkin.
He's
Eat
not
it.
gonna find out unless he starts throwing it up.
I'm not gonna let him like eat it. I'm just gonna let him like get the taste for paper, and then be like,
No,
ugh.
let him throw up.
No,
That's
I don't
what
You
want
you
to
say that, but they might be.
So cute. Oh.
Might be what?
Don't underestimate just how dumb cats can be.
True.
They will eat tinsel and screw up their stomach.
That is very, very true. My cat, who's 10 years old, she lives with my family. Whenever she sees ribbon, she's like, "Oh, I need to just digest that." The problem is, she physically can't. So whenever she sees like a box full of ribbon, she just dives into it, like slurps it down like spaghetti. But like the ribbon doesn't stop, so she's got problems. She's got bad problems, and she's like getting to be an old lady. Like she should know better. She's 10 years old. That's like 115 in cat years.
How many years are in cat years?
Not. She's probably like 60. She's probably like 50, 60 in cat years. Be like getting to be older. Mm-hmm.
I haven't been reading chat. Sorry, everybody. King of Cali says, hello, Grant. Hi. That was probably the lamest way I could have said hi. How do you do?
There you go.
Nope, that was it. That was the lamest way. Oh, you're from Germany, Wooly? No. Ease is from Germany. Oh, Ease already answered you, I see.
Marmalade or Nutella? Nutella on pancakes?
Nutella on pancakes sounds like the fucking kitty's titties. I love that.
It really does. But the maple syrup came
Take your word for it.
Is syrup like not a normal thing for the rest of the world to put on pancakes?
Why wouldn't you put it on pancakes?
I mean, it might just not be
okay.
a product that is sold.
Betsy, you sound like you were revving up to say something and you didn't say anything.
I mean, I have a notion that it might be a New World item.
Syrup?
Yep, it's New World.
Yeah.
Syrup?
That makes sense.
Maple trees.
Yeah, because maple trees are like intensely Canadian.
A New World
They're
item.
Northern America thing.
Mm-hmm.
So prior to that, it's jelly, jam, and honey, probably.
Yeah.
And not peanut butter even. Because that's also New World.
Oh yeah, it is. Like the, isn't it like a story about one of the presidents being like, yeah, let's make these peanuts a butter or something. What was that?
Are you,
The
perhaps,
fucking thing.
confusing George Washington with George Washington Carver?
Oh, Holly. Darling.
Leave me. Okay, I'm going to bed. Bye.
We're gonna cut this part of the stream out whenever it gets posted. Fuck me, Holly Elise.
Oh my god, I left. Y'all could have like flamed me in the 4 seconds I was gone. But instead, you choose to wait until I'm back to make fun of me to my face.
Darling.
How? Shut up!
Zach's laughing at you in chat.
That's the most like. Oh my god.
Why don't you stick to the Japanese,
goodness.
babe?
I can understand how that might have occurred.
Because that's what I was thinking, but I was like, surely Holly did not do that. And then Betsy's like,
I don't know about peanut butter fun facts.
I want to
okay?
know. I just want to see how red Holly's face
You have
is
a
right.
very remedial knowledge of most things. Leave me alone.
The pamphlet campaign that Mr. Carver did made peanut butter popular. It was invented before that by, well, the way we know it was invented by some French-Canadian guy that I don't know. And then prior to that, it was invented by, like, either the Aztecs or the Olmecs or some. But it was kind of a New World thing, and then it got popular post-Civil War when they were trying to get people to use crop rotation. So that's kind of a short version of the history of peanut butter.
Thank you.
Well, that's what Holly was going to say, but you cut her off, Betsy.
Fuck off.
Sag goes, let's give her a pass, guys. Bullying to submission, says Karma.
Fuck off, Karma. Leave me alone. Oh my gosh.
Hi, welcome to the roast of Holly, everybody.
This is like, I this is an indictment of the American educational system putting weird, not teaching things so that it sticks in people's brains correctly.
Yeah. I don't think I even learned any of that from school. I think I just saw bits and pieces of like, no, unironically.
She opened the window for you, just jump out.
Well, no, because I think it's even more of a knock on schools if they didn't even teach me about the history of peanut butter, you know? Fuck it.
Well, the way they would have taught it to you, if they taught it, would have probably been more centered around this important black figure, but also the importance of crop rotation. That was the important invention that happened.
Yeah.
So agricultural, I was like, I grew up in an agricultural area, so of course I know about crop rotation and its relationship to peanut butter. Because yeah, farming's important around here. I actually wonder, I was like, if people would in big cities would have been taught about an agricultural thing like that. I don't know.
You were taught that in school?
I remember it from like elementary school.
That's interesting.
I remember crop rotation. That was the big important thing. And they taught you, irrigation. That's really big and important. And then they get to crop rotation.
That's really big and important.
Otherwise, we would starve.
Uh-oh.
Ain't that a kick in the teeth?
Oh yeah. Bingo, can you stop like mauling my fucking my wrist?
Holly, this is a T for teen stream.
What
Watch
did
your
I say that
mouth.
was not T for teen?
You said the
Bingo,
F
that's my
word.
other wrist. What did I say?
You said the F-
Mauling?
No. Not in front of Betsy's virgin ears.
Meh. What the funkin' waggle?
Bingo, do you want to go to jail? I'll put you in jail. Stop eating me. Thank you.
Holly says, Zach, I didn't realize that pickles were just cucumbers until a few years ago.
Ah. I'm glad I'm not the only dumb one here. Yeah, bingo. But no, that's honestly like not even a dumb thing to not know.
King of Cali says, everyone talks about peanut butter, but no one talks about apple butter.
Apple butter's good.
I've never had
Looking
apple
at my
butter.
face. It's good.
I gotta admit that I know sweet FA about apple butter.
What?
Sweet FA?
What do you mean?
I know nothing about apple butter. Sweet Fanny Adams about apple butter.
What in the world?
I don't know what the cuss word equivalent is. Oh wait, what is it? I do know the
you
tweet fuck
talking
all about apple butter.
Oh, I
Okay,
see.
that's the cuss word equivalent.
This is a Christian stream, Betsy. Come on.
And that was educational.
That's funny. I love this stream.
Actually, I
This is
don't know.
great.
I did FA and Fanny Adams first.
Yeah, it's only whenever I was like, what is that? And I'm like, what the fuck?
I like cuss word equivalents if they're entertainingly goofy sounding. Kitty!
Bingo.
Oh, goodbye, Hito.
Bye-bye.
Was that Bingo or was that one of Betsy's
That was Bingo.
kitties?
Bingo was screaming.
Yeah. One of my loud gonna bother me one is currently upstairs, and the other one, while loud, is sleeping in my bed.
Aw.
So I guess I could go pick her up and
I guess I
Have
could
her
go
sit on my
bother
lap.
her, yeah.
Huh?
You're like,
Yes,
I guess I could
bother
go
her.
pick her up and bother her. Don't bother your cat.
Can you manage yourself?
Your cat's just trying to, like, live her best the last couple of years, and you're just like, guess what? That's not Betsy's cat, is it?
No.
Is that still Bingo? Like, you think I know what Bingo sounds like at this point? It sounds like you're hurting it.
No, I'm shaking the treats and he's looking at it and he's screaming. Enjoy your treats.
Enjoy your treat, idiots.
He'll be occupied for the next 5 minutes.
Yeah, no. Not Papillon, she's an alto.
She's an alto.
Lower.
I love Balto. Anyway, This doesn't look good. I messed this up. We can't have that.
Can I pet Bingo for you, Carly? Yes, I can. Bingo.
Alrighty.
What is it, Elder?
That'll work.
I like saying random shit and Betsy doesn't even know I'm talking to her.
Man. Nanda.
What was that thing you said in Japanese? It was like yaddy daddy?
Yada yada.
Yada, yada, yada. It was like yari yari.
No, yaddy daddy. Betsy said it earlier and I was like, that sounds like a thing Holly would say.
Yada, yada.
And then I went, ara ara.
There it is. They're two sides of the same anime coin.
Holly, what would you know about anime?
You're right. I'm just a filthy normie. That's all.
I would expect that from someone like you, a filthy normie. I guess I'll leave this stream up for a bit. These videos have been... Do you think people like to watch these on the channel? Or do you think that they don't give a shit and I should not post these?
I think there's no harm in keeping them up.
Do you keep streams up, Betsy?
Yeah.
I like that...
I mean, it never occurred to me to delete them.
I like that it sounded like you were going to say something, but you just went, yeah! There's a character from Ocarina of Time that sounds like that. Let's go, ah!
How flattering.
And that's what I thought about whenever you went, yeah. Well, it's not like that's her actual voice.
Well, what is it, Grant?
Oh, well, yeah, now I'm thinking about it. I mean, that is your voice, but you know, I mean, like...
Grant.
No, not like that. I'm not saying that she sounds like a screech. I'm just saying that's what it reminded me of. Anyway, now that I'm talking myself into this hole... Yes, I will stop. My apologies, everyone.
I forgot about that. Oh. Okay.
I'll have to go in about like 10-15 minutes. And then we can end the stream. I know you guys are wanting to go for the next couple hours, right, Betsy?
Oh.
Yo, I bet.
See, when I'm streaming, people don't come down and bother me.
Oh, did you tell them that you were streaming?
Yep, I'm streaming. You can't bug me right now.
You just won't tell them that you stopped streaming. It's gonna be like 6 days from now. They'll be like, "Wow, Betsy's really going for it." I feel like I'm going a little too hard.
Emil, you're asking like a lot of questions.
Yeah.
That are all sort of a lot.
Oh? Emil was asking questions earlier that were sort of a lot.
Yeah. If you'd like to tone it down, Emil, I think that'd be like pretty poggers of you. Or just stick to the less invasive questions.
Yeah, perhaps. Isa doesn't want to answer invasive questions like anyone would. Suri says these are some epic pin rolling times. I'm just trying to make some good animation. I almost finished this shot within the entire stream. That's cool.
Nice.
I thought it was gonna take longer, but all I've got is one pin to animate, and it's the easier pin of the two.
Very nice, dear.
Oh, thank you, darling.
Here. Quiet. No!
That's in the background.
Congratulations.
On what? Oh, I see.
Being almost
I wasn't
done.
paying attention. I'm gonna play it, Holly, and you can tell me what you think.
Oh, yes, please.
It is... Everything but the one pin is done. Oh, god damn it, I have to move that layer with the fucking thing. Never mind, Holly, you just have to move this fucking layer. It's bullshit.
Oh. Zach asks, what you got going on today, Grant?
This is a load of barnacles. Who said that?
Zach?
Oh, I'm gonna go eat lunch with Jake and Adam. And then I'll come back here and work on this a little bit more. And then I'll work on the other things that I have to do. I'm playing the animation, by the way, Holly. You can see.
Yes, I shall.
Tell me what you think about
Also,
the pen
hello,
rolling,
insert username
if it looks
here.
natural enough.
Let me see. Ooh. I like that. That's really nice.
Hello, insert. You came just in time to catch the last 10 minutes of the stream.
Mm-hmm.
I love these streams, says Karma. Great to listen and chat and kind of fun to talk to. Just kind of fun, though. Don't...
Just kind of fun. Not
not
really
terribly
fun.
fun.
Mm-mm, just like kinda.
I agree with Isa. Where are these questions coming from? They just sound provocative. Yeah, Zach, we're not going to... There's a restaurant called Hong Kong in town, and it's just very cheap Chinese food. Very original naming. But yeah, what were you saying about the pin? Holly, you think it looks okay?
I do.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
I was
I
worried
like
that
that it stops with the
with the
that
little
little clip
catch
on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. I think that's really, really nice, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, I was worried about it, but I think it came along.
Mm-hmm.
This is my first time on stream, says Alex. It's pleasant here would come back. Well, thanks.
Very nice.
I appreciate you coming visit. This is the first time I've streamed with Betsy.
Patty.
And not the first time I've streamed with Holly.
Nope. Hello.
If you want to listen to Betsy Lee and I talk about things, I forgot what the topic was, but we made a video that's like 2.5 hours long or something, and it's on my channel. You can, if you want to catch more of us rambling. I think we were talking about writing in that video, but it went on for like 2
Was it
hours.
writing or was it education?
I think it was, whether or not you're supposed to go to school, wasn't it? I think I did one on writing and one on... Did we not do 2?
Well, there was one of them that was with E.
Yeah, Isa. I did the...
And I thought the writing one was with her. I could be wrong. No, wait. Yeah, I'm wrong.
Isa and I did the one with the with Richard Williams.
Right.
Yeah. Is Betsy from Texas?
No.
Betsy, give us your best Texan accent.
I don't know what specifically Texas.
Come on, you know the stereotype.
How dare you?
What do you mean, how dare you? You know what people say about Louisiana?
I have standards.
What, are you kidding me?
It's gotta be accurate.
How dare y'all? Betsy
Who's
is
opening the
Texas.
drawer?
What?
Insert. I'm just kidding. What's
Who is opening the drawer?
Insert said who's
asks.
opening the drawer.
Yeah.
This is a character that you can't see yet. Hence, I'm animating this one. This was the previous, if anyone was here for the last stream, this was the previous shot. And I really enjoy that one. Came out nice. I actually animated the other one. I'm trying to not click on the wrong... Fuck. I mean darn. There it is. Cool. Yeah, I actually animated this. Oh, I can't use that because it did that thing. That's a shame.
What?
When you click on the loop thing, it it keeps it where you put it. So I want to loop a new thing off to the side, and it was like, no, fuck you.
Oh.
So I mean, it's whatever. Yeah, sure, I can link the Oodles of Procrastination with Betsy. Let's see. Yeah, I did one that was an hour long with you, Betsy, called Betsy Lee on the process of writing. On process and writing, and this one's called Art College. So I guess I'll link both of them. Sorry, do you mean the desk one? There's actually going to be someone writing at it in the actual animation, so that'll be nice. I'll just link the whole Oodles of Procrastination playlist, and you guys can just look at them. There are only 4 episodes. There.
Very nice.
What are your cure for hiccups? I don't get hiccups much. Do you name your characters after your friends or yourself? No, not usually. Betsy, do you?
What? Named after friends? No.
Yeah, because you have a lot of friends named...
Personality designed after friends sometimes.
Yeah. Why? I thought you had a friend named Kitsikawa. Betsy's like, I'm not gonna laugh at that. That was stupid.
It just didn't get picked up on mic. That's all.
Oh, did it not? Oh, your laugh. Opening the drawer.
Okay.
Dash joined in and said, hello there again. Well, I'm glad you're here just in time for me to leave. But we can, I guess I'll call the stream here. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll say goodbye, and then we can say goodbye in Discord. But goodbye, people in stream. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming.
Bye.
Heart. Appreciate y'all popping in. We'll continue another time.
It has been fun.
Yeah, it's been a good time. Let me end stream.